Hello, stream. Sorry for the long delay. We're having lots of technical stuff. I think we're ready to go. I've explained how to play this game to everybody. I think Mrs. Gray has given us all of our roles. I hope. Is that correct, Mrs. Gray?
That is correct.
Okay, does everybody see a role in front of you?
No.
No? Okay, she can redo that then.
Okay.
Yeah, I've wanted to win for once, is what my mom said.
Okay. Do you see rolls now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Great.
Fantastic. Fuck it, we'll do it live. All right. Oh my god. So anybody in chat, part of our problem that we're finding is that some of us are losing the ability to hear one
see.
or both
Or
of
be seen.
me and Mrs.
Or
Gray.
speak.
Yeah. But yeah, so I assume that she is doing the first night setup. Anyway, yes, welcome. Welcome.
Okay, I'm back. I was looking up my role. I've never been this before.
Good to know.
Oh, dude, I keep forgetting you were our previous DM.
I'm You're locked in here with him.
I know. I just realized this. I'm like, oh no.
Perfect.
The gas. So he already gaslights us as the storyteller. Now he's
I
going to
know,
gaslight us as a player.
I think we're in an all-new ball game, considering now he's a player.
It's fine. I'm
As the DM, he
teaching
had
you.
rules, now he has
Let's
none.
execute him first.
I mean, if you want to be that way, okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
Now you have like a close-up of your face.
I do.
How do you
It's
get
'cause
it to
they-
do that?
They use OBS.
Because I'm using the
file.
OBS virtual webcam and I have a separate scene set up, zoomed in on where my model is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
it
handy
doesn't
like
work on
that.
Streamlabs.
It does not, because Streamlabs for some reason only lets you virtual cam the scene that you're in instead of other scenes. This is why everybody should get off
It's fucked
Streamlabs.
up.
I'm up on my. I'm up on
yeah,
my.
but then I
my
would have to
soapbox.
put everything back.
You know, you can actually import pretty much everything from or export from Streamlabs to regular OBS.
Yeah, but then I would have to install OBS.
Well, you know what? You already have installed OBS.
Can confirm.
Yeah,
Gray
but then I would
actually-
have to like go to the website. I'm not doing that. I would rather you just see a zoom out of like everything that stream sees.
All right. I have finished setup. I am ready for the first night.
Okay.
Okay.
The lightning.
So I will toggle the world to be nighttime.
Oh yay! We get to go to the bunkers already.
Is
Yeah.
it okay if I go to the bathroom really fast? I'm dying.
Well,
I
go to the
mean, you're
bathroom really
allowed
to
fast,
go ahead.
and
Go in the
you
middle.
visit
Okay.
Sanopa late,
Thanks.
I
That's
guess.
not
Yep,
us.
that's fine. Go ahead.
So, what brings all of you here on this fine night? Fine part
On
of
this
Scout
fine
Town?
evening.
We're just traveling.
I'm fishing, you know?
You're
I just got
fish-
stuck in this crazy town.
Has
Fishing
the
for
foggy
demons.
visibility going for that?
Partially cloudy.
Partially cloudy.
Mm-hmm. Full on rainstorm, you know.
Oh, better go get
Perfect
the
fishing
linen
weather.
and bring them inside then, if it's raining.
Yeah, right. Listen, yeah, the fish listen, trust me, I'm definitely an outdoorsman. Somebody who does outdoors things. Yep,
Of outdoors
The,
kind.
true,
Okay, I'm
the true
back.
expert here, the master.
the master.
I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm back.
I'm a master at baiting my line
No.
for fish.
Oh no!
Fucking got him, boys.
Oh,
Wait, what?
that just
What
clicked
did you say?
in my
Wait a
head.
minute.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
What did you say?
I was talking about how we were joking about why we were here today, and I said I was here fishing, and then I proved that I know nothing about fishing, and then I ended it up with talking about how I am a master at baiting fish lines.
That's so funny.
What did I come back to?
What did you come back? What do you think you came back
A
to?
master of baiting.
A master of baiting.
Oh my god.
I am over
What is
here.
that?
reading.
What was that? I don't know. I've never
deal with
heard
that
that
kind
sound in my life.
Hey, I already had to deal with puns from my mod. Now I have to deal with it from you too.
Oh, you don't like puns?
The moths say,
I
women
do.
fear me, fish fear me.
If it
Fish
was a
fear.
good day, I'd
You're,
be
you're in the
fishing.
wrong place.
Fish want to be me.
Don't get me wrong, I love puns. It's just the dad joke puns that are.
Oh,
do you
you want
mean?
those are the
Shame.
best
Shame.
ones? Is that what I'm hearing?
You're an enemy
More
territory right
dad
now.
jokes?
No, please have no. I'd rather be able to speak.
I'd rather be fishing.
I would much rather be fishing too. That sounds like an amazing plan.
I'll just go fishing.
I'd rather be fish hooked.
Oh,
You'd rather be baited?
What the heck, you guys?
Okay, chat, listen. That was a scuffed shit show. For some reason, people were taking turns not being able to hear me or God, Mrs. Bach, the wife. By the way, that's my wife up in the corner storytelling. So you know, listen, we had the tech scuff, but we are the washerwoman today. So that means that we're gonna learn two people. So much humming.
I knew somebody was gonna confuse you.
Boom, boom.
But it's a classic.
Yeah, anyway, yes, we will learn things about people in
I'm also
places.
still munching on a chocolate muffin.
I
As you
also
should.
have chocolate. What? Why did you not? How did you darlings know I had chocolate tonight? Sunoku was asking me about muffins. You now got a
Because
muffin.
you said it.
I did.
Yes.
I mean, I had grabbed the last chocolate muffin last night and put it in the bag so I could have it today.
I was eating chocolate cake.
As you should. I want chocolate cake.
Hello.
Hello.
Long time no see.
Indeed. Okay. Let me make sure I am doing. Okay. So the washerwoman, you know how the role works.
I do. Yes, I learned that one of two players is a given townsfolk for the benefit of chat.
Yes. So you learn that either Celine or Atreya is the chef.
Okay, Celine or the chef. Okay, fantastic. Love that for you.
Is that how you say Atreya?
I say Atria, but
Atria. Okay.
I don't
thank
know. You can ask her.
Will do. Thank you.
Will do. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
One, demons, one.
Oh, thank you, Sin. Thank you deeply.
Of course. I had to ask the same question earlier, so
Are you not able to type right now too?
I wasn't at the beginning.
Listen. Listen. Listen.
Yeah,
Don't get
so
me
I will
started.
say the only 3 people I can like send a message to are Mrs. Aphelion and Sinopa. I can't
Yes,
message anybody
that is
else.
intentional because
Yeah.
this is simulating being in real life where you wouldn't be able to whisper somebody that is farther away than right next to you. And so those messages are whispers. We can actually see when you're sending them, there's little notes that fly between you and the player that you're messaging.
Oh my god, that's
Because
so cool.
you can see in real life when somebody leans over and whispers. So yeah.
Yeah, so if you're gonna lean into my ear and tell me something sweet and wonderful, make it wonderful and amazing.
I wish you would have said
But
that
have
sooner.
y'all already wonderful and amazing.
Oh my god, I love that.
I like how if you give a long message, it's so slow. It's so huge and slow.
Wait, is that how that works?
Welcome
Hey!
to
It
your
is now
first
daytime.
day in
Yay!
Clocktower.
Yay!
So
I hope everyone had an
you guys-
amazingly good night sleeping.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful. I heard so many voices in my dreams.
I will set a timer to give you guys a few minutes to talk, and then we will open up nominations for voting. So go ahead and feel free to jump into voice channels or whisper with your neighbors or however you want to chat or suss out what's going on. There is a demon among you, and you need to... Crybog is so much better at this. There is a demon among you.
Amazingly, utterly amazingly.
Good luck finding the demon. Or
Okay.
good luck demon
There's an impasta among you.
And then pasta. Amazing.
Some say his name is Alfredo Linguini.
Ooh.
Hello, Celine.
Hi.
Hi. I am going to tell you that I am one of 3 characters. Okay? I am either the washerwoman, the investigator, or the librarian. And there's something that all 3 of those characters have in common, which is that they learn that 2 players, one of them is a certain role. But what kind of role that they learn is different depending on which one it is.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I've learned something about you, but just
Yeah.
in case you're evil, I don't want to say what kind of thing I've learned about you.
Uh-huh.
Are you willing to share anything about whomst you are?
All I know is that there are 2 evil people.
You know that there are 2 evil people.
Yes.
Okay. That tells me that you are either the investigator or the empath. Is that am I barking up the right tree?
I would think more of like baked goods.
Baked goods. Oh, like you're the chef. And your number was 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's actually huge. That's massive. The reason that's important is a pair of evil players is the 2 evil players are sitting next to each other means 1 pair. And the
Okay.
only way to get 2 pairs, there's 2 ways. 1, you're drunk or poisoned. Or the other is that they are sitting next to a recluse who can register as evil,
Oof.
which would mean that they're all 3 sitting in a line.
Oh god.
Yeah. Powerful.
That's so complicated.
Well, listen, you've just given us a huge piece of information. We love that for us.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. We can talk later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
My stepmom is a corner person. Hi, Gryvok. We're talking about brownies.
Bye. Hey, Atria, how's it going?
It's good.
Good. I have learned something about 2 players, yourself and Celine. Now, in case you're evil, I'm not going to tell you which character I am, but I am either the washerwoman, the investigator, or the librarian. Okay?
Okay.
all three of those people learn that one of two players is a something, a townsfolk, an outsider, or a minion. Do you have anything that you would like to share with me? And I can tell you if it corroborates my information or not.
I mean, all I know is we've been talking about chocolate and brownies. That's really all I know.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough.
What is with that?
Yeah, just chat. Just, listen, we're just getting some information out there. There's not very many votes in a Teensville script, okay?
I'm surprised there's only 6 players tonight.
Yeah, well, we had a couple sicknesses and a bunch of cancellations, so
Fair.
it is what it is.
Fair.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Information until the first or the second night. And then so after that is once you start getting information from your role, and then you can branch out and know who's innocent and who's not.
Gotcha.
Hi, Grybach.
Hi.
Day one are usually
Hi.
always just chain shit posting all the time.
We're talking about brownies.
Day 2 and night 2 is when it gets real.
Also, how dare your mods not want to share brownies? They're so cruel.
I know. Your mods are the demon.
Guys, we already got our
One of my
answer.
moms agree on taking the whole brownie pan, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm keeping that in mind. No brownies for you.
Yeah. I mean,
Also,
granted,
apparently there's
two of my mods are also mods.
cheesecake swirl brownie, and I'm like, I did not know that.
Cheesecake brownies are good.
All right,
cheesecake
timer
brownies.
is up. Everyone is already back in town square, so I will let you know that it is time for nominations. Nominations are your way to kill the demon. Town must have a majority. Is it just majority? With 6 people, is 3 enough to execute?
3 is enough.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
50% or more.
50% or more. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is the way that you
Demon of
can
the
get rid
corner.
of the demon. And does anyone have questions on how nominations work?
Yes. How do nominations work?
Yeah. Grybach, can you explain how nominations work?
Sure. So it is important to know that on any given day, every living player, is allowed to make 1 nomination or none. And every living player every player can be nominated a maximum of 1 time per day. So meaning if I nominated, say, a Felian, then that means that Celine can't go ahead and then nominate a Felian right after me. Likewise, if I nominated a Felian and then say, we didn't get enough votes, I can't then say, okay, well then I nominate someone else instead, right? So I can only make 1 and each person can only be nominated once. When they say, I would like to nominate, so you just say it verbally and the storyteller will mark it. There's a little pair of clock hands that show up pointing from the nominator to the nominee. And then typically the person making the nomination gives a little here's why I think we should kill them. And the person being nominated says, here's why you should or shouldn't. Yeah.
Can someone cancel the nomination once they do nominate someone if they decide to
Nope.
change their mind?
Nope. But they don't have to vote for it, right? If the person on the defense comes out and is says something that everybody's oh yeah, maybe not, then you can be oh, never mind. And then, listen, the votes
Gaslighting
lie
is
how they
real,
line,
though.
but
The gaslighting is real.
yeah, the gaslighting is real. So
The votes do not
That can
lie.
be very heavy. I learned that the first time I played last month.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's important because when you get down to very few players, say there's only 2 evil players, well, if you nominate somebody and the evil team really wants them to die, you can't be oh, never mind. You have to give them a chance to vote, basically. So Chad has informed me that gaslighting isn't real, actually.
Oh yeah, totally not. I forgot about
And
that.
mine just put up a poll for brownies.
Yeah.
So other key piece of information. So although you can only nominate once and be nominated once, you can vote in every single vote.
That's true.
So you can vote
If you're
as many
living.
times. You can raise your hand as many times as you want during these nominations.
Yes.
Okay.
And when you are dead, you get one more vote for the rest of the game to use whenever your heart tells you that you should use your last vote.
Well, I'm not nominating anybody because nothing's happened in town yet.
Oh, I'll make a nomination.
Oh.
What?
I
Okay.
will nominate Sinopa.
Oh,
Why me?
Oh.
I'll tell you in just a
Okay,
moment.
Let me get this going. So, Rybok nominates. Sorry, who?
Sinopa.
Sinopa. Okay.
I'm getting thrown under the bus.
Okay, Sinopa. I am going to nominate you because I have gained a powerful piece of information about the layout of the town square, such that I believe that both of the evil players are sitting next to each other. And yeah, I think so. Basically, I'm going based on characters that I think I know, and you are far enough away from me that you are probably implicated one way or another.
Okay.
All right. So that is Grybok's accusation. Now it is Sinopa's defense.
So I feel like this is kind of just a shot in the dark. I mean, I don't want to give out my role right away because it's the beginning of the game. I haven't even had a chance to use it. But I feel like throwing the blame on somebody with no hard evidence is just dropping the numbers of an already very low number game. So, I mean, I don't have much more to add than that, but we also don't know how trustworthy this information is.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I will handle the wrap up. So anybody who wants to vote for Sinopa, go ahead and raise your hand. You can kind of wait, but the arrows of the clock hands, that's the word, will swing around past you fairly quickly, hopefully. So I'll just let it go. We'll just see. Last game, there was some horrible lag and the clock hands were going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 2
It was
votes is
awful.
not enough. So Sinopa is not on the chopping block. Nobody is on the chopping block right now. Are there any other nominations for today?
No. I can't think of anyone. Nothing's really happened.
I don't think I have any either.
I nominate Aphelion.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm shocked.
I would not recommend that.
Aphelion. All right, make your accusation.
So, if Grybok's information is trustworthy, which Atria seems to think that it is, then with my information, Aphelion has to be either minion or demon. I don't know for sure, but if that information is correct, then that has to be the answer. At least from my point of view.
All right. Aphelion, your defense.
Okay, so
Okay, I think that means that Sinopa is the empath. Well, Sinopa's claiming empath, but I don't buy that because of the information that I got.
Well, I have one very powerful defense. Sinopa, and this is making me believe that Gray's nomination in you is correct. I'm a virgin. Why are you not dead? Town, why are
that's-
you not dead?
Interesting.
So therefore, Graybok must be right about you, and you actually are red.
To be fair, they could also be an outsider.
Well, if they were an outsider, I
he
don't
could
think
also
that
be an
they
outsider.
would have information, but
They could possibly, he could possibly think he was like drunk, or maybe, because that could be an outsider role.
Well, they're definitely not town. I'll say that much. They're 100% not town, or they'd be dead right now.
That's something interesting to note.
Yeah, that's very
I have
important
to
to
be
note. So
drunk
they're not
then.
down.
I think we'll
Is it
call
okay
it
for
there
me
for
to-
the
Okay, never mind.
defense at this point. I think we'll go ahead, instead of getting into the logic, we will continue this vote. So votes starting for Aphelion, starting now. One vote is not enough. Nobody is on the chopping block. Any other nominations? And Sinopa and Aphelion cannot be nominated again. All right, 3, 2.
Can I ask a question really fast?
Sure.
Or I can ask during the night.
No, go ahead and ask now.
Okay, I was gonna ask if I am / were to be drunk, and Aphelion is / were to be virgin. Does the nomination against them work if that person is drunk? Like the executing the townsfolk that nominates them, does that actually work if it's an outsider, or is it only townsfolk?
I will just restate the answer because I'm having trouble saying yes or no. So to be clear, the Virgin's ability only fires on someone who registers as a townsfolk. And I say that because the spy can register as a townsfolk, but otherwise it's just townsfolk. So if an outsider nominates, then like I know that person is an outsider. So that an outsider would not be executed.
Okay, thank you.
So they're either an outsider or red. Good to know.
Okay, I will send you guys all to sleep, and we will have our first, or our second night.
Yay, night 2! And we're
Yay!
Night 2, let's go!
Yay!
Phoebe.
I
What are we
am
doing
now
about
laying in my cot, looking at you suspiciously, like, how dare? How dare? How dare you utterly? I'm just sitting here minding my own business with my chocolate and my books and my moms.
And your
How
tea.
could you?
your
I haven't
brownies.
forgotten your tea. Brother, I'm confused. So
This is kind of fun, actually, trying to think about all the information that we get.
Oh yeah, and I almost
know,
forgot. I
I
also have my
know.
tea.
Yeah.
That's
also
the fun of the game.
your tea. I didn't forget your tea.
Okay, good. I'm sipping and staring at you at the same time, suspiciously.
Your teacup like covers half of your eyes, but you're still looking.
It's like when a librarian looks over the edge of their glasses.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
rim of my teacup.
No judgment.
My chat gets a long dissertation on the possible world realities that we're in right now. The problem is I know enough about this game that it may be problematic for me.
For you?
Like sometimes
Like,
what happens
not
in this
metagame
game,
knowledge.
Yeah.
well, not so much the metagame knowledge as much as that a lot of the time what's ended up happening in these games is that a player becomes convinced that their worldview is correct, and it does happen to be, but they are not aware of or disregarding possibilities. And so, like, their ignorance is leading them to more heavily focus on their one theory that happens to be correct rather than being the only thing that could be happening. And so by knowing a lot of things, I have like three very different operating theories that all implicate literally everyone on this table except myself. So it's like, that may be worse.
Except
Except
yourself.
Well,
yourself.
I know what I am, obviously.
Alright, so my orange baby didn't want cuddles, but my Torty is up here on my lap now. Because she came out and meowed at me, so I picked her up and put her on my lap.
Yeah, brownies and cats. You're living the dream life right now.
Well,
I
my
want brownies
my
in my
cat
cats.
has brownies. I have a muffin.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're willing to share with you, so you're still living a good life.
Right. If anything is better.
What you doing, Kelly Bean? What, did you not actually want cuddles, baby girl?
Oh no, I've come up with a fourth world view.
Oh, great.
How many worldviews do you got?
4.
And for now, Oliver is
So
meowing at me.
far.
It's funny, he'll be dead asleep. I start talking and petting his sister, and he gets jealous.
Your cat?
Yeah.
I have 3, and I have like this really fat one. And I'll call the other cats, and then he'll just be there. And I'm like, that's not even your name. I know you know your name. Oh, why are you here?
Yeah. Oliver's nickname is Little Motor.
Little motor.
Oh.
Aww.
Because when he purrs, if he's content enough, because he'll start purring just by talking to him.
Welcome back. It's daytime again. In the night, no one has died.
No one
Oh,
died?
that's interesting.
Oh, damn.
That means only one of 2 things could have possibly happened. That's huge.
I will
Okay,
set the
good,
timer.
good.
for,
You wanna share?
I will. I'm just gonna let Mrs. Gray.
Great.
Okay. I have a private chat request. I will accept it in just a moment. However, from a game telling perspective, the only way that can happen is either that there is a soldier or a monk, because there's no way to not kill somebody as the demon if there are all living players, unless one of those 2 characters prevented you from killing somebody.
There's also the possibility that there's a Scarlet Woman and they killed themselves.
No, because then they would be dead.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah. True.
Yeah.
My brain did not catch up with that.
No, it's fine. Listen, I know too many things.
Okay,
Does
yeah,
anybody want to
just
come out as a
those.
recluse? This is important.
Is that an outsider?
It's an outsider, yes.
Huh. I've
Mm.
never seen that role before.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Oh no,
Okay.
I meant like I've never seen that role in play before. So that'll
Well,
be
I'm saying
interesting.
interesting because that is interesting for my worldview.
Oh,
You're narrowing down your theories right now, aren't you?
I am. We're narrowing down. Okay, I'm gonna come out and say that
Jerry's coming out here with like the advanced plays.
there is potential chef information stating that there was 2 pairs of evil players, which means that in this large of a game, the only way for that to happen is that both of the evil players are sitting next to each other and sitting next to a recluse who is registering as evil.
And no one came out saying they're recluse. So.
Correct. Nobody came out saying they're recluse, and thus that's why my game board positioning on Sinopa was, if I think that there's 3 evil players in a row, and I'm not one of them, there's only so many sets of 3, and Sinopa would be in the middle of either, like, of any orientation, basically. So that's why I was coming after you.
Wouldn't that mean that the majority of
I
players in
have
this
a
game were evil,
question.
though?
Well, 2 evil and 1 that's good, but showing up as evil for abilities.
Oh, okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Could the poisoner have poisoned the demon and prevented the demon from attacking that one?
That is also a valid possibility.
Oh,
Okay, so that
is
actually
technically
is
possible.
that can happen.
huh.
That can happen, yes. For comedy purposes, that definitely can happen.
I actually had a
Comedy
game
purposes is crazy.
early.
Okay.
Wouldn't that mean that the
My
bad
bad.
guy poisoned their own demon though?
It would, yeah.
Oh, that would be funny.
They have a grudge against their demon. They're like, screw you.
I made a pact with you and I'm not satisfied. You don't get anyone. That's good to know.
Whenever this, the next phase is nominations, right?
That's right.
It is, yes. It's also
I-
basically too late for Sinopa. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go first?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something real quick. That might help narrow down some stuff. So to first begin with, Aphelion, you claimed virgin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna confirm that real quick. I'm empath. So if I have not been poisoned this entire game, mind you, then I would have to be able to clear Greybach, Sinopa, and Aphelion by dying. So that's
Sorry. So you're claiming empath 0?
Empath 0, yep. None.
Empath 0. Okay.
Neither Greybach nor Sinopa were showing up as evil on both nights that I received information. So if I haven't been poisoned this entire game, that should be right. And Aphelion claimed virgin, so I'm gonna nominate Aphelion.
Oh dear. But my ability only works the first time I'm nominated.
Oh.
That is true.
Yeah, so I've already been nominated once, so my ability will not trigger again.
Oh, that's a shame. Now I revealed.
Yeah. It's a good way to clear you if you're town, but unfortunately, my ability's already been used. That's why I was like, that's how I confirmed that Sinopa's not town.
Okay.
It's because they lived.
Well, listen, the thing is that Sinopa's not evil, so that's why I think Sinopa's an outsider.
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning to. Well, if you know they're not evil, then they must be an outsider.
I really wanted to confirm that I wasn't poisoned, though. Ah, dang it. Okay, yeah, so Sinopa, neither Sinopa nor Greybach, and you can take my words with a grain of salt if you want, but I'm empath, and neither Sinopa nor Greybach are evil. And I was willing to die, so...
Yeah. You were willing to like die to my ability to
again.
confirm that, but unfortunately, yeah, my ability won't confirm you because it's already been triggered this game.
Uh-oh, Mrs. Greybach is not audible. Ruh-roh.
Oh no!
Mrs. Greybach's not what?
Storyteller is
yeah,
connecting to the voice chat. Oh, interesting. I actually see like a separate little like
It's
thing.
like a little sandbar thing, yeah.
Yeah. The game should be fine if you leave and rejoin, I think. Maybe take a screenshot just in case.
I should pay more attention. Yeah, but basically that means that if Aphilion's telling the truth, and I don't think Greybach nor Sinopa are guilty, then that means it's probably Celine and Atria.
Unfortunately, I'm a Fae, and I'm incapable of lying, so...
Oh, I see.
Yeah, normally I have to play this game very carefully and provide you only with half truths. So if I'm outright saying something...
Wait, can other people hear Mrs. Bach?
Welcome back.
Hello.
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can hear them.
So with that being said, I guess we might as well nominate. I think it's good to at least try moving the game along a little.
Well, hold on. Let's
I was trying to... so I think Sinopa was the one who nominated while I was having technical issues.
Oh.
Sorry.
And who did you nominate?
Aphelion again.
Okay.
What? Why? I did the job of confirming you were an outsider.
That is exactly why we will
you.
have Sinopa give the accusation.
So, I know I'm not the outsider. I know I'm not drunk, and I know Aphelion's evil because I voted Aphelion and I did not die. However, I'm Monk and I protected Greybach and he didn't die. So...
Fucking got him, boys!
No, the demon was trying to take you out.
Damn.
Damn.
So, there's my reasoning.
Oh!
A bombastic accusation.
That's fine.
All right, Matt, your defense.
Wow, I see all your hands up. Jeez. Wow, okay. Even if I do defend myself, I'm SOL anyway. So my defense
We can still put our hands down.
Yeah, I know. So my defense is that, yes, I am indeed a virgin. Yes, Sinopia did not die, which means they have to be an outsider or red. Or there is another possibility that my mobs are bringing up. What if I was poisoned? Would that have interfered with my ability going off when I was nominated the other day?
Being poisoned does disable abilities.
That's
Yes,
what my
but-
mobs think.
Oh!
If that were the case, then I would have died this time.
So we might have a poisoner in play. If Sinopa's telling the truth, that means I was poisoned. and that's why they survive.
Just a minor rules clarification for Sinopa. I believe Sinopa said that you would have been executed this time. The virgin ability, as clarified by the storyteller earlier, does only apply to the very first nomination that's ever been made.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So
we
this
can't use
time
that
nothing will happen
from a
because it's already
rules
been
perspective for
Yeah,
determining.
that is a very fine loophole that's only for the
Okay.
virgin ability. Yeah.
Yes,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
So we,
clarification.
yeah, just throwing that out there as a rules, because it was very
Thank you.
it was a very quiet statement from Sinopa, so I wasn't sure if the storyteller heard that. No worries. No, it's fine.
Okay, but let's see. So the thing is,
Well, that's
are we allowed to speak during the nominations, or only the people who are involved?
just the people who are
My
involved,
bad.
mostly just to kind of keep the game running. So we'll go ahead and resolve this vote, and we'll have a little bit of time for any other nominations, and then end the day. So kind of the logic and kind of follow-up questions, this has kind of blown open. You guys can kind of squeeze in or wait until the next day to talk about. So with that, I will go ahead and start the votes for AF.
Okay.
It makes you feel better if I took my vote back.
Well, at least I'm the archfavor incarnation. I can just bring myself back.
All right. AF has 4 votes. So any other nominations would need to have more than 4 votes in order to execute that other person instead. If we get an exact tie, then neither person is executed and nobody dies. So are there any other nominations that would require 5 votes to win?
Are you open for minor discussion between nominations, or are you wanting to close the day out quickly?
I will set a timer for a minute. Go
Yay!
Yeah, Prisma.
So the thing I kind of wanted to say is that wouldn't it be bad to let AF die either way, right? Because if they are virgin, it's not like they have any more information to give.
Yep, nope, I've got nothing else to give because my ability has already been done.
The
Keeping
only
Unless
it
they're
alive
actually evil,
basically
though.
keeps one more town on the
Yeah.
board. Otherwise,
Yeah.
there's only going to be 2 town and an outsider.
Right, but the counter is if AF is evil because we believe Sinopa's story, then we shouldn't keep evil people alive just because they might be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, my suspicions are either Sinopa or Atria, but the only person I've been able to confirm that's not town, and that's if I haven't been poisoned like there's some people suspecting, then Sinopa's not town.
I definitely think we should probably keep some sus on Sinopa. Just keep an eye on it.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Sorry, Sinopa.
I'm also sus of Atria too, because Atria has been voting to murder anybody that they can get their hands on every single time votes been up.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, every
I
single
upvoted
time there's been a
once.
vote so far, you've
He
been
didn't vote
voting.
you.
The thing is I cleared Sinopa though. So.
I've only upvoted once, and that was the very first nomination. I voted down the other 2 times that votes have happened. I voted no. I didn't. My hand was down for your vote.
All right. I think I know how this UI works. Nope. Okay.
Well,
Nope.
okay, guys.
All right. AF has been
Aw.
executed, and the game continues. So
Oh.
good night, everyone.
It's bedtime.
It's bedtime.
Sleep I might go back to sleep after this.
So now I'm a ghost, and judging you harder from over my
Ooh.
teacup.
Oh, okay.
You're already judging before.
Except now I'm a ghost. I'm judging you harder from over the edge of my teacup while sitting next to you.
We're getting haunted.
Oh no.
Yes, you are. Because I was town, and now you are going after my friends. I am judging you
Yeah.
hard.
Okay, I feel you on. What is your suspicions then? Based off of what you've seen, who do you think might be it?
Just in
Honestly-
general, we try to not talk too much about the actual game, partly because
Yeah.
several of us will not be available to answer questions when the storyteller talks to them, which
Oh, right, because
we don't
it's
want to be hey, what's your theory, Af? And then Af is just dead silent for 2 minutes, and we're like,
Weird.
yeah, yeah, not
My bad.
Yeah. No, it's not. You don't.
Worry.
This is your first game.
I will haunt during the day. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm judging. I'm judging real hard. I'm judging to the point where you can feel it in your soul.
It's like
We
a
feel a
poltergeist.
snake crawling down our backs.
I inflict a curse upon thee. May you have to turn your USB cord 9 times before it plugs in.
Hey!
How could you?
This is
Maybe you
evil.
actually are the demon.
No, I'm an archfey. I got slighted.
Ironic how the Archfey reincarnation is the one that got smited first. It's like the very first one dead.
Right?
Yeah, he'll return, to life next game.
Yeah.
I know. I've got my cooldown timer on right now.
You gotta do your punishment time before you can revive.
My mods are wanting to point out that 9 times is at least very generous, and on top of that, I didn't throw in my usual, which is that your wall plug won't plug in no matter how many times you reach down and feel where it is first. So at
That's
least I didn't
devious.
invoke that one on you.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks for your mercy.
I have been benevolent.
Truly a benevolent being.
Okay. And Tyler is going to her hiding spot underneath the bookshelf.
That is very nice. If I could squeeze underneath a bookshelf, I would too. I like small spaces.
It's a floating bookshelf.
Oh, well?
It's wall mounted.
Oh.
But I have little. They're like super old, so I don't know if they're actually like just little bedside shelves or whatever. But I have 2 of those holding up the bottom shelf with a blanket covering it. So, Callie Bean.
That sounds cozy.
Mhm.
I want to make
She
a.
was trying to actually jump up
fort.
on the shelf, but I have a bunch of fragile stuff up there.
Oh, yeah.
Probably
Okay.
not the best idea then.
Yeah, so
Oh, my fellow archfey.
The worlds are
mate
many,
has
but we don't
another
have
fun
anybody
curse that I'm gonna keep
confessing
in my back
to
pocket
being
now because they
Uh-oh.
gave me the idea.
an outsider.
Phone being permanently on slow charge. 15 hours for thee.
No! No, please.
Disgusting.
Or I could also curse that all of your toast will burn, but only on the side that you planned on eating.
Oh, no.
You could think of more creative curses right now.
But no, what if when you're toasting it and you have that one side in mind, that side burns, so you just flip it over?
That means that you were intending to eat the other side, so that one will burn.
All right, welcome back to.
Oh, oh,
Oh, you
Hello?
good, Greybuck?
Okay, what?
Oh, well,
can
there
hear
goes
you.
Gray.
okay, you can hear me? I don't know. Yeah, like I had a weird little connection, Fritz. Don't worry, I can hear you guys.
In the night, Sinopa has died.
Oh.
Sasuga.
No, I was just talking to her too.
That's okay, she can still talk.
Now I can watch you from this side of the veil.
I have gone to get a drink. I see has died.
In the night,
Very
died.
interesting.
I guess that turns the suspicion off of me. I'm really surprised, actually.
Well, the monk is very powerful.
Hello.
Hi there. Did you get a new number?
No, I did not. I still got 0.
You still got 0? Okay. So I feel like that kind of hard confirms that it's Celine. Because it is based on your living neighbors. So
Mhm.
that means that I am good, and that would mean that Atria is good, which
And-
means there's only Celine left.
Right. Okay, I think so too.
Or you're evil. You're
Or
the
I'm
master
evil.
gaslighter.
Maybe I could be. I am a spirit of light. Who knows?
Amazing. Incredible. Peak. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to go back to town. Sinopa, were you wanting to talk to me because you protected me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
I was
like-
trying to come up and tell you
on,
personally before I had to just let it out.
That's okay. That's fine. It was a strong defense. It was a strong
It
defense.
was. But, I mean, that means Aphelion had to be evil, because if Aphelion was poisoned, then Prisma wouldn't have been... like, Prisma still saw me as not evil. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm trying to, like, rope things together.
Alright, we're back. I was just talking about how much I love her model.
You guys.
Hi. Are you the Slayer?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Are you willing to say what you are?
No.
No. Interesting. That's a little suspicious this late in the game. Okay, fair enough.
But why would you ask if I was Slayer?
Because you sounded like you had an ability that you could use later, which is awfully Slayer sounding. Plus, if you were Slayer, I was going to ask you if you... I was going to suggest a target.
Who are you gonna suggest?
Celine.
I Celine.
Various gameplay reasons. I think that she's one of the only remaining possible evil players. So,
interesting.
Anyway, back to town.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Rayblock is sus.
Rayblock's been sus.
Okay.
I heard the bell. I came.
I'm sorry. This is great. Can I ask you a clarification question?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I do it in private chat though?
Yeah, definitely.
Let me do that.
Okay.
Prisma's so on it. I love it. She's like the big thonk right now. I love it.
Okay, so the reason why I was delayed on coming back to the town square is because I heard the bell, but for some reason I thought it was the Taco Bell soundbite. And then I was like, "Oh right,
Go tacos!"
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
That's so
"Oh,
funny.
oh right, that's part of the game." Okay,
All
we should
right.
go.
Nominations are open. And I think
I
I'll set
nominate my
timer.
ghost self.
You can't nominate as a dead player.
I'm going to.
I was joking.
Yeah, no, you have to sit over here with me and think about your life choices.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Like,
Important
okay.
clarification. We're doing some murder math. Okay, there are 4 players left alive, which means that if we execute today and we don't get it correct, we probably lose.
Oh. Okay.
Because that would put us down to 3 players at night. Then the demon kills 1, presumably, unless there's a soldier in play, which brings us down to 2. Evil wins immediately.
I'm so scared too. I'm so scared about this then. Okay, can I say something before I nominate Miss Gray?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so here's 2 possibilities that are going through my head right now, okay? I just hope I wasn't left alive to be poisoned and feed misinformation. Last night I got a 0, so that means that it would clear Atria, if I wasn't poisoned. My sus because of that is on Celine, but if I was poisoned, then it would be showing that Atria is innocent when she's not. So that's the kind of dilemma I'm facing right now. Atria, what role do you? Oh wait, I guess I probably can't ask that right now. That's not discussion time.
Oh, I mean, it's not a nomination. You can.
Atria, what role are you?
I'm a town.
Now's probably the best time to say what role you are, considering that we're kind of like at the end game.
But why should I?
To kind of be able to prove your innocence, because we're at a crossroads right now.
I mean, I know you guys were talking about the recluse earlier, but I was focused on the cat.
So you're the recluse?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the claim. Okay, dokes. Let's see. I gotta look at Reclusa quick. Reclusa's an outsider, which would still go as clear. I mean, a good guy for me.
Are ghosts allowed to talk?
Ghosts are absolutely allowed to talk. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Back and me are making the same exact face right now.
I'm gonna say that my suspicions are on Atria, like, immediately.
Why me?
Because the murder math. You have no reason to withhold information right now if you're town. If you're refusing
I don't even have any info.
to help your team when the odds are stacked against them, you're on the other side. There's no way about it. You are 100% red.
Okay,
Can I say
I would like to
something
make a
about murder
nomination.
I know
All
as
right,
much
Grybot
as you do.
makes a nomination.
I'm just gonna YOLO it because I'm sure that tonight I'm probably gonna die anyway, so that like nothing interesting is gonna happen. I am nominating Celine.
Oh.
This is a complex narrative, so I'm gonna need y'all to stick with me, okay?
Okay,
We live in multiple
let it
worlds
loose.
right now. Okay, I think that we are living in a world with a drunk and a poisoner. Drunk being the outsider, poisoner being the minion. I think that Af is the drunk. I think, which is why his ability did not trigger on Sinopa, because his ability doesn't exist. He's the drunk. I think that I was poisoned on night 1 because that's funny. I believe that whomever is the poisoner would do that to me. And I think that that would happen for the same reason that Sinopa protected me on the first night that a demon can kill, because a demon killing me on their first chance is also funny. So I believe Sinopa did that. There's no way for me to have, for everyone to have survived without a monk. So that is, or a soldier, and nobody's come out with soldier. So like, I think it's safe to say that I believe Sinopa. I am the washerwoman, and I was shown that Celine or Atria is the chef. I approached Celine on day 1 and said, I know something about 2 players, but I won't tell you what I know. And she came out with a chef with the number 2, which led us down this whole 3 evil players sitting in a row. However, because of how this has been going, that seems unlikely to be true, which leaves us with, if I was poisoned, the funniest thing would be to show the poisoned washerwoman. Oh my God, Atria, please. Oh my God, Atria, please turn off your mic. Ah! Oh my God.
What was that?
I don't know how that happened. Holy shit.
My eardrums. Holy
Okay.
My rebuttal is we should vote on Adria.
Okay, so anyway, so it would be very funny for a storyteller who is married to the player that everybody wants to pick on to show them a demon bluff on the demon because they were poisoned, which is funny. Which is funny. And I would not be surprised if Celine just threw out a number, not realizing what that meant as a brand new player. I think Atria is sus also. I think that our pair is Celine and Atria, and I think that Prisma has been poisoned after night 1 and been given information that suggests that Atria is good because you're poisoned now.
I think so too.
That's my accusation.
Damn.
All right,
It's
a very
so
long
clean.
accusation. Now it is Celine's turn to give a defense.
Gray with the football playboard.
Like Gray said, Gray was given the information about the chef, and I did tell him about the chef, so those 2 things do line up. Atria wasn't even able to give an answer, so think of it what you will, Prisma.
Oh, great. Now I have to make a decision, huh?
Yes, you have to make the decision.
Okay, wait, so, but if Atria's the chef,
Oh, she's not the chef.
Oh,
Hey, I'm the chef.
So we're gonna limit the defense to just Celine, and despite the long logic of Grybach, that was his right as the accuser. So if there's anything else for the defense from Celine, then you can have a little bit more time. But otherwise,
May I add an additional accusation to the same accusation?
No,
No? Okay.
you've had enough time.
You've had enough. You're done.
So,
Should have gone when we
we're going to
left.
call that for the defense and accusation, and I'm going to start the vote. I'll start the vote now.
Prisma, you're right now. Okay. Oh, thank you.
That was the last possible second.
That was.
Oh, that was
I shouldn't read.
All right. Are there any other nominations?
I'd like to nominate Greybot.
All right. Atria nominates Krybok. Go ahead and give your accusation.
So, at several points during the game, he has come to me asking for information, like role and just like all that, and it's just kind of sus. Like, if he is poisoned, how do we know he didn't? Is the poisoner able to poison themselves?
Is the poisoner able to poison themselves? They are.
So it's entirely possible that the Greybok is a poisoner, poisoned himself, and then was just feeding everybody false information.
Because it would be funny.
Because Greybok, we all know how much he loves to gaslight the players as the storyteller. So who's to say he wouldn't pull this kind of thing as a player?
Can I say one thing?
That's up to the storyteller.
Nope.
Okay. Is it defense time?
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, great. Okay, 3 things. 1, asking people for information about their roles is how you learn things about this game and solve it on anything other than pure gut. Hopefully, I'm leading by example, and so that other players start doing that a little bit more. Hint, hint, cough, cough. There's a lot of talking about VTuber models instead of roles. Second of all, I was going based on my information as washerwoman for the pair, which was Celine and Atria. That would also make sense from a storyteller perspective to give basically the minion and the demon as a possible pair, given their bluffs. But regardless, even if I am the poisoner, you shouldn't vote out the poisoner because today is the last day of voting if we kill somebody. So if you execute the minion instead of the demon, good will lose because we'll go to sleep and then the demon will kill somebody else and good will lose. So even if I were the minion, you shouldn't execute me today. So I think this is a Hail Mary from the real minion trying to throw us off their real demon.
I still think it's you.
All right. With that defense, we'll move to the voting stage. Votes for Krybok starting
Look at
now.
those votes. Look at those votes, team.
Nah, the question is if we got it right.
That is true. That is the question. We may be still wrong. I just think that tomorrow's not going to be any better. Because tomorrow, either me or Prisma's dying. Like, if we don't kill the demon today, and that's not going to help anything. Because if Prisma dies, we gain no new information, and everybody goes, like, listen, Grybok sus as shit. And if I die, then Prisma says, well, I know the real answer. And everybody goes, do you, though? Do you?
All right. 3, 2, 1. And with that, Celine is executed by down. And good has won.
Listen, this is terrible because Gray knows me too well.
No, you actually did really good. I was believing that you were telling the truth for like 80% of the game.
I was like,
See,
I don't know. I thought two meant like 2 bad guys. I didn't know that it meant like 2 next to each other. I was like, ow, what have I done?
Well, that was actually really good.
Thwarted you with the football plays board. That's the only reason you lost.
See, okay. The funny part, I did actually poison Greybok the first night.
I told you! I knew it!
It's a lot of funny. Like nonsense, and that absolutely confused me too. I was like, wait, what? You mean you're the one?
Yeah, so
I was drunk!
You put so much sus on me, and I was right.
I was drunk! Oh, that
Well, you were both right. Af thought that you should have died because Af was the drunk, but thought they were the virgin.
I know.
And you thought that Af was clearly not the virgin, which Af wasn't the virgin. Yeah.
I almost saved your life because I totally was ready to
I want you to
go.
pay very close attention to that red symbol above Audrey. I was right.
As soon as I got 0 2 nights in a row, though, as soon as I got 0 2 nights in a row, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Sonopa and Greybach are innocent. Because unless they knew my role, that my role was an information role, I was like, yeah, they wouldn't poison me twice for no reason.
Yeah,
Well, the second night you did come out publicly.
I did Greybach, then Ath, then Prisma.
Oh.
I knew Atria was a bad guy the second you were like, hey, what's your role? And Atria's like,
I know.
I was like, well.
And then Atria said, I'm recluse, but I was busy with my cats, and me and Gray had the exact same face. Were you now?
I was actually.
Oh my goodness.
But
I mean,
honestly,
an advanced
Celine,
play is actually to look as sus as possible and draw off all of
Right.
that aggro from
True,
Celine
true.
and be like,
Mhm.
oh man, like we gotta go for Atria instead.
the fact that Celine came up with that answer so fast is partly what led me to believe that she was the demon and not the minion. Because there's no way that a minion would cold guess the role that a poisoned washerwoman got sent. And Celine didn't cold guess it either. She just picked probably the easiest bluff that happened to be the one that I saw.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, either she's honest and gave us huge information that 3 players in a row are evil, which is why I did pick Sonopa first, because if I believe that Celine is a real chef that got a 2, then that means either Af, Atria, or Sonopa is evil, or Prisma, Sonopa, Atria is evil. So in either way, you were in a dangerous pair. And then once you convinced me that you weren't evil, then that meant that there was no way for the chef 2 to be real. So either the chef was lying or the chef was poisoned.
Never existed.
Or the chef never existed. No, you did a great job. Honestly,
I will
you just came up
find-
fast and, you know.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
I find
Why not
some
Celine be
amusement
poisoned
in
instead
the
of you,
sense
Greg?
that I'm a non-alcoholic and yet I've been drunk in this game twice.
Same.
It was definitely throwing around that it was possible that Celine was poisoned. I just assumed that the poisoner would poison me. That's I knew that Celine couldn't be the drunk unless she was the drunk and I was poisoned, which I also put in my worldviews, that the drunk chef gets shown as the character they think they are to the poisoned washerwoman. And chat said that would be really cruel, and I said, yeah, well, I probably deserve it. So.
At the end, whenever you were talking about your kind of theory and you didn't mention, like, I was like, well, Celine could have been poisoned too, but then I was just like, when we got down to the button, I was like, okay, just press the button. Just trust it. I think the theory's right.
Yeah,
It was possible.
I was very thankful that you believed I was Monk. And I tried very hard to keep you alive because I was like, Greybach is a threat. I know they're going to try to take him out first.
That's why I wasn't surprised when you died afterwards. You saved my life, and they were like, we can't have that happen again.
You died as soon as you said you were a monk, so either they killed you.
I know.
The fact
or-
that you survived the entire game, Gray,
I know.
honestly surprises me.
Good
I
job.
was
You're
expecting
welcome.
you to be dead night 1.
And so it's
You
Sonopa.
are welcome. Exactly.
Does everybody want to play again? Because we have plenty of
Absolutely.
time.
This
I'm
group
good.
is very,
Yeah.
very fun to play with.
Also, Prisma, I want to say you
Well, it does like
are
Gray more.
very good for a first-time player.
Yes. You have been doing some deduction, girl.
There was also a worldview where Prisma was the gaslighter in chief, and I had no way to verify that she was telling the truth. And she just said, "Yup,
Prisma
I've been
was
getting
an
zeros. I
MVP
believe
for
you,
a new
Gry."
player last game. Like, oh my gosh, Prisma, you are a natural at this. Please keep playing this game. You're very fun to play with.
It's been a ton of fun. I'm having a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah. I thought it was a funny play to poison Gray first. And then
It is funny, indeed. Part of the meta of this game is knowing that you are a likely target and what that implies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how you were able to work it out just based off of who you were. You're like, yeah, they're definitely gonna try to get me.
What would be the funniest meme? Yeah.
What would be the funniest meme to protect you?
Exactly.
I will
Well, that was the
say,
other thing
like,
too, is that Celine had an actual bluff and Atria didn't, and so I was like, well, the demon gets
Yeah.
bluffs, so
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't the demons share the bluffs with their minion?
yeah. But you guys never spoke privately, or at least not early enough.
Yeah, my
So.
bad. I'm sorry.
Well, honestly, as a demon, I
Don't on
often
me.
don't confer with my minion to give them bluffs because that proves like a line of communication. So, like, if you're a minion, my advice to you would be to just pick something and go with it. And if somebody double claims you, just don't back down. Just be like, interesting. You think you're the empath? I'm the empath. Because, like, best case, town votes out both of you and they waste 2 days doing that. And that's huge.
That
Like, in
reminds me
this
of when
game.
we had the evil twin fiasco in the other game.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Just be
Didn't
bold.
they both claim the exact same role, and then we were trying to suss out who was the good twin and who was the evil twin, like the entire
Yeah.
game, because they were both double claiming the same role.
I mean, that is how the evil twin works, right? The evil twin does learn what the other player is, so generally they are supposed to double claim.
I'm artist and I'm claiming evil twin.
I will say though, this game is really good that even if you're town and you're put on the accusatory block, like, you still get the cold snaps up your spine, you're still sweating bullets, you're like, but I'm innocent! Why am I getting this anxiety?
Selena and I using the same picture.
It's a pretty picture.
It is.
How did you guys get to choose pictures?
It's in the user
I
settings.
forgot.
Yeah, if you do the little clog thing, and then you do the settings, and then you click user, you can click on the picture.
Ah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I'm having too much fun. I'm getting tired.
My brain power is using up all my energy.
Especially since I woke up like 10 minutes before my alarm. Well, so yesterday I had an alarm set for 11 a.m. Woke up at 10 a.m. Went back to sleep, woke up to the alarm. Got up, got ready for repo with Ash. And then that was a ton of fun. And then today, my alarm was set for 10:45, which would have given me 5 minutes to grab a snack and get stream going. Because I always do the 10 minutes, kind of like what Ash does, is 10 minutes on the starting soon, and then go into chatting and all that. And I was just like,
Okay.
I keep waking
So
up
I'm the
before my
demon.
alarm.
We're in rough waters for the exact
too.
same
Me too.
reason.
Yeah.
We may be
You don't
doing a
get to
star
sleep.
pass. Hello.
Hello.
I can't believe you've done this.
Well, it's RNG.
RNG. All right. Give me the deets.
All right, your minion is Atria,
Okay. Amazing.
and your bluffs are Fortune Teller,
Okay.
Monk,
Okay.
and Butler.
Interesting. Okay.
All
Okay.
right, good luck.
Bye-bye. All right, chat. I'm just
Mine
going to go to
that
the
I'm on
bathroom.
right now
We're
is
gaslighting,
12 and a
gatekeeping,
half.
and girl bossing.
What?
Here.
You're just
I-
casually playing a social deduction game on a 12-hour shift now.
Yeah.
I had a collab last night and I was like, fuck it, I'll just heck it. I'll just stay on stream the whole time, you know? If I got 2 in a row.
you didn't even like prep or like be like, oh yeah, tomorrow I got a 12-hour stream. You're just like, no, I'm just gonna casually do a 12-hour stream.
Yeah,
How
I do
does
that a
one
lot.
actually do 12 hours?
I don't know.
What kind of
It's 'cause
superhuman
I
ability have you unlocked to have that kind of stamina? What hacks have
It's
you
because I
made and with what
forget
tools?
that I'm on stream, so I just play games like normal.
I have only, for the entire almost 2 years I'm streaming, managed 4 hours. If I go 6, every fiber of my brain is just melting. I'm just sitting here like, how does one thou do casual 12 hours? How does that even happen?
12
I
hours is
stream a
lame.
lot. I stream and then I sleep and then I stream and then I sleep. Like
It's a lifestyle.
it is.
Yeah, I don't get past 2, 3. That's about it for me.
The most I can just do casually unplanned is maybe a 6-hour stream. After that, I'm like, okay, guys, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Good.
Okay, I'm back.
I have to plan in advance for 6-hour streams, otherwise my mind and body are like, what are you doing?
Alright,
Why
what
you
The
doing this,
longest
Why-
the
why- why
longest
are you
I've
doing
gone without planning was 15 hours. That
All
was
right, I'm
just
trying to
recently,
decide what I want to
actually.
block. Like,
Yeah, I spent
I have
70
nothing
like,
better to do.
Fortune teller's
so-
super strong.
I spent just over 17 hours on a Star Rail a couple months ago.
Sheesh.
I think I'm gonna go like a fortune teller star pass.
Our mods
So I'm
were
just gonna
screaming
pick
at me to go to
pairs.
bed.
Yeah,
I don't know
Phil.
why I don't see a bluff
I
stem.
actively ruin my chat sleep schedules. I feel so bad for them.
It's,
Oh no.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to be a good influence, and here I am just making them stay up until like 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys.
Right?
I mean, the chat makes a streamer.
True.
Oh, well, the streamer makes the chat.
It goes both ways. The chat reflects the streamer, and the streamer reflects the chat.
Yeah,
Yup.
I'm drunk.
I don't. Oh, you guys can't see
At
it.
least that's
No,
what
I only have
made
voice
tell me
and
when
text.
you're trying to gaslight me.
We've been having some weird
I'm a
issues
cat,
with
so
the
I'm
app.
naturally
So
a
like,
chaos-causing
yeah,
gremlin.
I see.
unfortunately.
We should keep that in mind.
Especially on Repo. I will troll so hard on Repo.
As in, destroy the entire hall kind of troll?
No, I won't. I don't go as far as destroying the money.
All the
But,
audio is crunchy.
And I will go and jump off
All right.
cliff. into
Welcome back to town. This is is everybody here? It looks like everybody is
Yeah.
here. Good. All right. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and
Okay.
Okay.
let you guys talk. But I'll set a timer for a few minutes and then we'll open up nominations.
Okay. I'm just gonna come right out the gate and tell everyone I'm Saint.
Oh, interesting.
Like, I'm not even gonna waste time here. I gain nothing from wasting time. I'm just gonna let you all know.
What was that for a second? Can you recap?
I
was
said
just-
I'm Saint.
Oh, okay.
That's so interesting.
I don't know, do that with that information what you will, but
Oh, door closing.
There you are.
Hello. I'm going to pretend that I checked you and that I asked to speak with you, not the other way around. I am gonna pretend that I am the fortune teller. What minion are you?
Scarlet Woman.
Scarlet Woman? Perfect. We love that for us. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I am gonna pretend I'm the fortune teller and that I checked you and Sinopa. You can pretend to be the monk or the butler. Up to you. Or whatever else you want, but
Got it.
I would say not the butler, because if Sinopa is the saint, there should only be one. So probably the monk. Okay?
Got it.
Okay.
conversation with Ray. Ah, never mind.
Never
Well, so anyway, I'm gonna go through my information anyway. So I am an investigator, and I know for a fact that Prisma or Atria is the Scarlet Woman.
Hello.
Oh, well, let's go back. Hold on.
Take that from that what you will. I know for
Oh.
a fact, an absolute fact, Prisma or Atria is the Scarlet Woman.
Interesting. Okay.
That is my learned information.
Does jive with some of my information.
Good,
It doesn't
good.
not jive, but it does jive, if that makes sense.
Okay, good.
Mhm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, as long as that information's useful, my ability is only good at the start of the game. So take me out if you wish. I mean, I've done my.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
So you are the saint. You're not bluffing.
Yes.
Okay, I believe you. My information suggests that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I if I get put on the chopping block and suddenly I'm claiming saint, it just looks super sus. So no reason to waste time.
Fair enough. Well, luckily, I actually checked you last night. I am the fortune teller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, I did check you in Atria, and I got a no, which is interesting, but that does make sense because Atria is not the demon, apparently. Atria is probably
Yeah.
possibly the minion. So,
Yeah.
We'll keep an
Okay.
eye on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Or my information is correct and you know a Scarlet Woman's on the field. Either way, if my information is not correct, then there's a poisoner in the field. If my information is correct, you have
Who
a
was your
Scarlet
pair
Woman.
again?
Either
Me and
Prisma
Prisma.
or Atria is the Scarlet Woman, according to my ability.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Throwing his own daughter
Interesting.
under the bus.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
So there you go. I can now go to the afterlife again in peace.
Back to your realm.
I can't say it yet. Okay, we'll go.
Well, is it really going back to the afterlife if you're the reincarnate? If you're in the
Well, I
if you're
just
the
kind of
reincarnate?
vibe in my
You just go
realm
back to your own
until my
realm.
countdown
Yeah.
timer comes off.
Interesting.
Man, accusing your own daughter. How could you?
I mean, I've done it once before. I won't hesitate to do it again.
There's nothing more Faye than that.
All right, nominations are open.
Interesting. Okay.
Knowledge is knowledge. I can only speak the truth. I see you have thinking eyeballs.
Well, I do
Andre.
because the murder math is very difficult with very low player count. Because
Yeah,
like
it really is.
normally,
It also means that not wrong answers are going to be more impactful too.
yeah, normally I would suggest seeing if AF is willing to be executed, because if we have a gravekeeper that can verify that AF is in fact sober. However, with this few players, like we don't get very many chances. So like,
I'm pretty sure with the murder math on this one, we have to kill the correct people each day.
Yeah.
or just like hope, right? Just like hope that you just kill the demon at the end, right? Like you can still
Yeah.
always do that, right? Like we did last
call
game.
for nominations.
I'm gonna nominate Atria.
What?
Okay.
Grybach nominates Atria.
Yeah, so I mean, we had a ping. I mostly just want to do this for a little bit of discussion possibilities. I think that Atria should have a chance to talk about herself if she wants to, and I think somebody else should probably nominate Prisma just because they are both the ping off of AF. So that's pretty much all that there is to it. We don't have many chances to kill, so that's it.
Sorry,
All
my
right.
cat just bullied me. But no,
Your defense.
I mean, it was the first night, so nothing really happened. We were just chilling, talking about streams, everything.
Okay, so what's your role, Atria?
I'm a monk.
You're on the. You either come up with a role and help town, or
Ooh, that's dangerous.
What's dangerous?
Oh, I just mean like what you just claimed is like it would be a big loss for the town, but also since it's public, it's less useful. So
I'm just saying, if she is town, then you know.
Yeah.
Well, she said monk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Votes for Atria starting now.
Just
Two
giving
is
options.
Not enough.
Yeah.
We need 3 votes to execute. Atria is not on the chopping block. Are there any other nominations?
Per Grybach's suggestion, I will nominate Prisma.
All right. Celine nominates Prisma.
My space bar did not trigger when I wanted it to.
Any more to your accusation?
Nope. Just trying to see if we can get some people on the floor to start chit-chatting.
Ah, gosh dang it. I just don't know how much information I should give out about my role, because... I think it should be okay to say it. I think it should be. So, for me, I am the, I don't know. Okay, listen. I need to... How do I explain it? Okay, I don't think you guys want to vote me out. Let's just say that. Or maybe I should have that? You know what? I already ruined it. I'm the Raven Keeper, okay? So if I die, then I should,
You're the what now?
Raven Keeper.
Oh.
Maiden Keeper?
Raven Keeper.
Raven.
Oh.
Gosh dang it!
Okay.
All right. Votes for Prisma starting now. All right, 2 is also not enough. And we came to the end of the countdown timer. So I'm going to go ahead and close the day. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Oh gosh.
Also, I realized I spoke during an accusation. My apologies.
Yep,
Now,
we're all
your
working
turn to-
on it.
I was like, oh no, right. My brain keeps skipping on that part for some reason.
Well.
Hello.
Hello.
Interesting setup you've got for us here. Okay. Well. Okay. Well. Okay. Okay. This is problematic because there's really not very many good targets given how much information is already out there. So I think I might go full gaslight mode and just star pass to an outed minion. Because yeah, I think we might just go poisoner theory, right? That the app was poisoned and now for the rest of the game people can be poisoned. Yeah, I think I'm gonna star pass. I think that there's no good way for me to get out of this. Yeah, I think there's no good way for me to get out of this, so I think I'm gonna star pass. So I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I mean,
that
he's
was
married in this economy, so I imagine he's probably older.
Oh my god.
Excuse me?
Hey, what's up?
I am ancient. What was the joke? Sorry. I was peeing. My old man bladder is small.
Somebody was talking about an AC and said it was 30 years old, and I said Greybach is also 30 years old. And somebody
You're not wrong.
Somebody said I thought he was older, so I said he's married in this economy, so I imagine he's probably older.
It's true. You have launched the social deduction.
Amazing.
Got him.
Social Greibach age deduction.
Man, I got pulled away from a funny
Okay,
conversation.
so what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna go big and just say that I've
just
checked
dead in here. What the heck?
Sinopa and Atria, and
I was up here for like not even 2 minutes, and everyone.
and then
was
I
just
died,
silent.
which goes with
We
the
were
common
all
theory that
laughing.
I would die
I
early,
get pulled away,
and maybe I sell
and I come back to everyone just being silent.
the Atria is
I was talking to stream.
the minion,
All right,
but
welcome
like
back,
we haven't killed the demon
everybody.
yet.
In the night, Greibach has died.
Sasuga,
No!
Sasuga. No monk in this game, I see. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
I protected somebody else.
I know.
How was I supposed to know you were the one to die?
Well, you know.
Okay, this gives me more information. Oh, we're nominated?
Interesting.
In 3 minutes, I'll open up
Oh, okay,
nominations,
okay.
and then I'll have a countdown to the end of the day.
Oh, okay. I was confused. Also, I wanted to apologize. My tism kind of did a thing during yesterday's accusations. My brain was like, I know this thing really, really, really strongly, and immediately forwarded it to my mouth, even though I wasn't supposed to be talking. So I apologize for the tism slip. And two, I was trying to vote on Atria, but my spacebar was
Rip.
You can press the button on the screen.
Okay, but here's my information. So you know how either Prisma or Atria was the Scarlet Woman, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to pay very close attention to the Scarlet Woman's ability. Let me read it out to you real quick. If there are 5 or more players alive, which there were last night, the demon dies and you become the demon. So I believe that Greibach was taken out by the Scarlet Woman's ability.
That is not how the Scarlet Woman's ability works.
Is it not?
That's
Scarlet
not
Woman-
how that works.
If the demon dies during the day, then the Scarlet Woman becomes the demon. The
So,
Scarlet Woman is like a
Today there are 5 people alive, and so if the demon is nominated and executed by town, that's 5 people who were alive. We would go into the night phase, and the Scarlet Woman would become the new demon going forward. And if there were only 4 people alive today, and the demon was executed by town, and there was still a Scarlet Woman, there's not enough. 4 people is not enough for the ability to activate. So it's just clarifying how many people have to be alive for that to trigger, but the demon has to die
during the day.
Oh, okay. So I just misunderstood then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, I
The
was
Scarlet Woman
reading-
is like a backup.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, and the demon dies. Okay. I forgot that part. All right. Thank you for clarifying, because I was
Wait.
misunderstanding completely.
Did Gray disclose what he was?
I did not. I was also a powerful role. I am, I'm dead, but I am the fortune teller. And on my first night, I checked Sinopa and Atria, which is why I had private chats with both of them, and got a no, which would make sense. It is good to know that Sinopa is not the demon bluffing as the saint. That doesn't really clear Atria or Prisma, because the Scarlet Woman isn't a demon. They're a minion, so they don't register on my ability. But yeah, so all I know is that Sinopa and Atria are not the demon.
Yeah.
So they could. So Prisma or Atria could still be Scarlet Woman, and we just don't know who.
Right. Or there
I'm
could be a
not.
poisoner, or there could be,
All right,
etc.
I will set a 1-minute timer for nominations before I close out the day.
So if I know Prisma or Atria is a Scarlet Woman, Celine or Sinopa might be the two.
Right, but Gray cleared me as far. Oh wait, no. As far as demon, right?
I
don't
believe that
remember.
you are not the demon. That is correct.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I
we're-
would like to nominate Celine.
All right.
It would be very funny if she was demon twice in a row. But that's where the information is pointing right now, and I'm curious of her defense, if any.
All right, Celine, your defense.
So I am actually the Undertaker, and we have not had a character be executed yet, so I actually have no information. So it's kind of weird because we can't vote on Sinopa, because if we were to execute Sinopa, it would be game over, right? But it's also like for Prisma and Eteria, if they're both the minion, then we have still not figured out who the demon could be, and I'm not the demon. So if you kill me, it's gonna be a hard time figuring it out. But the problem is we also don't have any execution, so I haven't been able to gather any information.
Hey, Gray, what's the murder math looking at like right now?
I mean, I assume the storyteller will let me answer that storytelling-based question. Well, I mean, she can ask you. In terms of how many days are left, like, I assume.
Give a short. Give the short answer.
Yeah, there are 5 players left, so the game should not end today, regardless, either way. You only have to be careful once you get down to final 5 or 4 or final 3.
Okay.
So that's your quick
So
answer.
my
Thank you.
thought is, Celine, if you're claiming Undertaker, my ability will never trigger again. I am the investigator. My ability only starts at the start, or only triggers at the start of the game. So if you are Undertaker, then
Well, I think first we'll go ahead and resolve this vote for Celine.
yeah.
All right, so votes for Celine starting now. All right, that is not
Damn,
enough.
I'm the only one
Any
that votes.
any other nominations?
I can't nominate again. I've already done so.
Did you
But
nominate
thank
today?
you for your
I thought
information,
Sinopa
Celine.
nominated. Wait, oh, you did nominate.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I was the one that nominated. Yeah,
Gotcha.
because I was curious what Celine's defense would be based on your sleuthing and my sleuthing.
I want to
So should I
nominate Atria.
Oh,
Who is that?
What?
I want to nominate Atria.
Okay,
Oh,
Prisma nominates Atreya. And I'm sorry, I've said your name a million different ways already. How do you say your name?
As long as it's like somewhat resembling what it is, I will not care. I'm not picky on pronunciation.
Please give me an example.
Like, I've had people call me Atria, Atreya, Aria.
a vote.
I'm preemptively putting up my vote this time, so my spacebar can't do its thing again.
All right, sorry for the distraction. All right, Prisma, let's get to
okay.
your accusation.
Okay, I feel like I really botched up my gameplay. I'm gonna come clean with something real quick, okay? I feel like it's not gonna be much use later on what I tried to do. So, you guys know how I was really like hesitating whenever I was trying to say that I was the Raven Keeper, right? It's because that's not my role. I am not the Raven Keeper. Honestly, it was a horrible claim because for what I was trying to do. I am the... Great. Yeah, no matter what, it's fine. I am the soldier, and so that means I was trying to bait a demon into attacking me. And that was a really horrible bait. But anyways, if Aphelion, I just wanted to be able to speak clearly. But if Aphelion is the investigator and stuff like that, and it's either me or Atria who is the Scarlet Woman, I am absolutely certain that Atria is the Scarlet Woman, if that information is correct. With Sinopa, I mean, Greybot cleared Sinopa, right? So that's pretty good. And then, let's see, I'm trying to work this out. That's basically why I'm basically nominating Atria. Is because I believe that if it's between me or her with Scarlet Woman, then she's definitely one of the big bads. Now, Celine is also kind of sus if Aphelions aren't telling the truth, but that's another point.
All right, we'll go forward with Atreya's defense.
Okay, well, remember what Greybot said before was that neither me nor Snopa were the demon.
Yeah, but if you're the
According to
Scarlet...
Af, you or I are the Scarlet Woman. But I am the monk. You initially claimed you were the Raven Keeper, now you're claiming soldier. That's kind of sus.
I agree.
How do we know you're not actually the evil? I
You
think
can go
you're
ahead.
actually the evil because you kept stuttering on what role you were. First you gave a different role, now you're giving another role. Like, what? How do we know you're actually telling us the truth? I'm the
You don't
monk.
know.
I shielded Rebellion.
Shielded Aphelion, huh?
All right, I think that's good defense. Let's go ahead and run the votes for Atreya, starting now. All right, also not enough. Is there any last second nominations? Otherwise, I'll bring the day to a close.
I'm gonna nominate Aphelion.
Okay. Celine nominates Aphelion. Go ahead and give your accusation.
Just the fact that Aphelion has stated that their skill no longer works. I just want to see like clarification on whether or not they are a townsfolk, because I have not been able to gather information, and it'll also clear me of being the actual Undertaker, because if he actually gets executed tonight, I'll actually know something.
Mhm.
All right.
It is
Aphelion,
important to
your
clear up
defense?
if Aphelion even is. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, votes or defense.
Oh, don't worry. I've
Defense.
been making the verbal faux pas all game, so don't worry. I actually feel better that I'm not the only one doing it now. So I am 100% okay with this train of going. I was actually, the reason why I asked about the murder math earlier is because I was actually going to suggest putting me up, because it confirms you being Undertaker, but also confirms whether I or you are not the drunk. Because I'm the investigator. If I come up drunk when I'm executed, well then you know I was drunk and my information's wrong. If I come up not investigator, then you know that you're either the drunk or whatnot, because either way you're being given wrong information. So I am 100% willing to take one for the team, because yes, I am the investigator, and let this confirm something for town. Because I was going to suggest this anyway to confirm your Undertaker status, so go right ahead. That's
All
not
right.
so much a defense, but you know.
It's the defense phase, so perfect.
Yeah,
Well done.
I'll even vote for myself.
The defense is do it.
All right, votes for Aphelion starting now.
Do it, you won't. That is why I do say to defend yourself or not, because sometimes people do want to be executed.
True. Very true.
Yay! Okay,
All right,
thanks.
we've got someone on the chopping block. And with that,
Didn't
go
it-
ahead.
Wasn't
didn't
Atria
it
also
tie?
3? Yeah, it tied, I
It was
believe.
a tie.
Let me check. I thought that was. Oh, you're right. It was. What?
It just didn't mark.
No, that's majority. Oh yeah, votes. It was 3.
3 is majority.
Oh, sorry about that, town. I didn't realize that we actually had somebody on the block. So that changes things. Now this is a tie, so neither of them will be executed.
Whoops.
No,
I can't help.
Oh,
I
didn't
wasn't gonna
realize
use
there
my
was
ghost
gonna
vote
be
on
a
that.
My
tie.
bad.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I wasn't
no.
going to use my ghost vote
all
on
right,
that.
we'll just have to draw out the game a little bit longer.
Well, that was a himbo brain move on my part.
Timbo brain
I
move.
actually voted for Atria to go.
All right,
Well-
we'll go to nighttime. Sorry,
Good job.
folks.
Oh, this is perfect. I have ads starting.
I'm just sitting. I
according to
cannot
plan.
believe I himboed myself
pretty
because I voted for Andrea, and then I'm like, wouldn't it be great if? And I'm like, oh no.
Good job, Ash. Trying to toss your own
yeah,
water under the
yeah.
bus after
My
forgetting
own
you were the
himboism
one
is
that
the
named
end of
me.
First, I keep thinking aloud, and now I tied up a vote that I myself had already voted in. Oh, this game's great. I feel like I have 2 brain cells and I'm a rhino in a glass shop right now. Oh man.
You have 3 brain cells, and 2 of them are in fight to the death.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna get a drink real quick.
I apologize so bad because I am so embarrassed.
You're good.
I have my head in my hands because I'm either thinking aloud when I'm not supposed to be talking or I'm forgetting my own place.
You're fine.
This is why I can't be evil. I'm too dumb.
Listen, that makes 2 of us because I can't think. Like, wait.
I'm too himbo to be evil.
Evil at lying in general is just terrifying.
Alright, my cat has been making me hydrate, so I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
And what's terrifying, Prisma? I forgot that part.
Sorry, I was drinking water too. I was saying, evil or lying in general is just terrifying point blank in any social deduction game.
Oh yeah. Like no, I'm horrible at it. Utterly horrible at it. That's what makes this game so funny and enjoyable for me, is because I can't lie. So I have to get very, very, very creative when I am not town, and I'm just sitting here like,
Honestly, Celine did so well with the last game though, of handling that.
we
Just
did.
blissfully unaware. Blissfully unaware of what was going on.
It just shows you how much the wrong piece of information placed at the right time can like do so much good or harm, you know?
Yeah. I was just like, I don't know. You tell me.
I love these games for the unpredictability factor. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. Have Greybach tell you about the game where I was the demon, because that was such a convoluted day one.
Is that the one with the snake charmer?
In like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Oh no.
Yeah, the one that was over night 1.
Yeah.
Yes,
One
that
night?
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not like the first real night, right, where the demon can kill
okay.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was like there was a soldier who was poisoned, and then I don't even remember. It was crazy.
Story, Tell the story. Tell the
Oh, the one
bedtime
I'm remembering
story.
was
Tell
on.
the
Oh,
nighttime.
just kidding.
Oh, well, never mind.
Welcome back. In the night, Celine has died.
Oh
What?
no.
Wow. Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean, outed Undertaker is not that surprising.
Well, yeah.
Can I get a
But-
clarification on one of the rules?
Yes.
Wait, no, actually, that's not gonna work either. Okay, so with the Scarlet Lady, which Celine wasn't even up for suspicion on that actually. So, but basically, if people are 5, if there's 5 people, it would work. So if there's 5 people, then does that ability still come into play on that night? Wait, but they have to be executed during the day, right?
So okay. Well, do you want to answer or do you want me to answer?
Well, so
Storyteller.
so the ability, I'll answer.
Okay.
All right. So what it says is if there are 5 or more players alive and the demon dies, then the Scarlet Woman becomes the demon. Now, this happens whether any way that the demon dies, whether the demon is executed by town, or if the demon chooses themselves as a target and in the night. So that can happen also. But
So when does-
you have to be 5 people alive at the time that the demon dies. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Okay.
it's possible that if Celine was the demon,
Mm-hmm.
that whoever her minion was is now the demon.
That is technically possible. Yes.
Okay.
Last night was the last night for that to happen.
Okay, well, murder math questions now. Today is the final day of voting if we kill somebody. Probably. Like, if we kill somebody, we go down to 3. In the night, we go down to 2.
This is really hard.
So,
A timer.
This is so bad because I don't want to believe that somebody was the demon for 2 games in a row. That'd be insane.
I have a worrying theory.
Yeah, go ahead.
I suggest that we don't vote and we wait until tomorrow, and then we have one less person to choose from.
Sure, that's valid.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
Very
worrying
valid.
theory is that I am the drunk and Sinopa is in fact the demon, and so I drunk checked the demon and verified them as not the demon. I think that Atria or Prisma is the Scarlet Woman, but I think that that doesn't matter because now that there's less than 5 players left, they can't take it over. So if we kill the demon today, it doesn't matter if the minion is still alive. So in my books, the demon has to be either Af or Sinopa, and Af is obviously safer to kill. But anyway, that's just where my brain is at.
Are you sure you want to have another town die?
Well, I'm just saying, no, this is the last vote, right? Like we have to kill if we kill someone today, or we can do what Sinopa suggested and see what happens tomorrow. If we don't kill anyone today, then there will be 3 players left alive tomorrow, and we get another day to vote. I'm just saying, if we vote somebody out, then it's the last day, one way or another. So we can wait. We can also see who dies tonight. But
No matter what, I'm gonna be safe tonight. So let's see. Sinopa or Af will probably die.
It's either Prisma, Sinopa, or Atria is the demon. I've got.
yes.
Okay, so I actually am not mad you put a sus on me because if we don't vote tonight and we keep whoever, then they have to choose somebody who's already sus. Because it's all the people that are alive, you know.
It's all the people that are left. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if we don't vote and we leave it to tomorrow, like we're stuck in a 3-way of whoever is the most sus.
Sure.
So I'm trying to think my way through this.
I think the
Honestly-
problem, as far as I'm concerned, is that, like, in my worldview, it's either you or Af, and the other 2 are the minion. One of them is the minion, right?
Yeah.
But we haven't executed anybody, so I don't think that the Scarlet Woman has it. Which means that we can sort of ignore them, which means it's sort of down to you and Af. So whichever one of you, like, if the demon kills you tonight, then we go Af, you know?
If it is Af, it's very possible that Af is the demon or is the minion and was bluffing about being
it's just
investigator.
YOLOing? That's also entirely possible. Yeah, that's also possible. For sure.
So-
yeah, there could be actually no sus on Atria and Prisma. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Prisma's waffled a lot on... Yeah. So, okay.
Okay.
Well, if the demon would be dead already.
All right,
And that would be
nominations
indicated.
are open, and they will be open for just a minute here.
So killing the Scarlet Lady would be pointless at this point, right?
Yeah, pointless because they can't
Yes.
take over.
It would, in fact, probably lose us the game.
Okay. Let's see then.
I'd say it would be safe to nominate Sinopa then. Because Sinopa is the only one that's
Safe to nominate Sinopa though? I mean, Leon, you're also pretty sus, and if we nominate Sinopa and Sinopa does happen to be the townsfolk.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh, but wait, what happens if you're outnumbered though? Like if the last townsperson is outnumbered, then
Yeah,
does that
that's why
one of
I'm
us do?
sitting here like, are you sure? Because
Well, ghost votes
I'm
ensure
down.
that it's not the end of the day. If they're... Because, like, as long as there's one townsfolk, they can... The thing is, if we kill somebody today, it will probably be the last day. So if we don't, then we get one more day.
So we have
Then let's get one more day. Let's get one more day of information. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so if we don't nominate someone today, then we get 1 extra day.
Correct.
I have high
Yeah.
suspicions that Atria is the minion.
I do think Atria is the minion. I mean, obviously.
Okay, but
Alright.
remember, it was between
Go
me
to
and you,
sleep.
Prisma, so...
Yeah, I know. That's why I said obviously.
Obviously,
anyway,
they think
Gray,
each other.
Bedtime story.
Yeah,
About
bedtime
the
story.
master play that was me, the demon, getting snake charmed. That one
Yeah,
game, and
yeah,
they're all
yeah.
ending on night one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in that game, there was different characters, and so one of the minions has the ability to make players have to act as though they are a different character during the day, or else they will be executed. There is a different minion that can turn any player into any character as long as that character isn't already in play. And then there's a townsfolk, the snake charmer, who every night picks a player, and if they pick the demon, they swap with them and become the new evil demon. And so what happened was it was a small enough player game that the minion and demon didn't know who each other were. And so the minion transformed a good player into a minion, which still makes them good. They're still on the good team, but they have a minion ability. And I asked them why, and they said because I thought it would be funny. So they transformed their good neighbor into the Serenovus, who is the person who makes people have to pretend to be somebody else. And then that player chose a third player to pretend to be a given character. And the player that they picked was the snake charmer, who snake charmed the demon, and so thus became the demon that night, but was forced to act like they were another character.
Oh my
And they just didn't, because the problem was they had outed themselves as the snake charmer on the first day. So everybody knew that they were the snake charmer, and Af was just like, I got snake charmed last night. So
I
since
was so offended. That's the very first game I was ever a demon, and I was like, you ruined my plans.
Yeah, so since he did not put in a good faith effort to pretend he was the character that the Serenovus had selected, I executed the demon on the middle of the second day because of the good minion's ability that blindly picked that player. And I asked them why they picked that player, and they said that would be funny. So it's pretty much everybody did moves that they thought would be funny. And it was indeed very funny.
It was very funny.
It was absolutely funny because I was like, you stole my plans, vengeance upon thee, and then they immediately die. My final words to them were vengeance upon thee, and their grace just like, boop.
I think
The
it's
end.
just fireplace smoke I'm smelling.
Smoten.
Welcome back to
It is
town,
pretty
folks.
If you will.
In the night, Sinopa has died.
Peace.
Ooh.
Okay, well, that saves us from saint ability.
Oh,
True.
Yeah. Well, now I have a tough decision.
I think everyone has a tough decision.
Now
I
we
know.
know who. Oh no. Okay. Well,
So-
that's a problem. So which?
So the only people, just to clarify here, this is the final day. So, only the living players can nominate, but ghosts can vote, can use their all the ghosts here have their vote remaining. You can use that on one vote only.
Yes, correct.
But, yeah, am I forgetting any other major rules for the
Nope.
final day, Gray?
Nope.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I mean,
I have to do a
Nominations are
50-50
wide
vote.
open.
Oh no, it's all up
No.
to me. This is not part of the plan.
It's all up to you.
On who to nominate.
well, I mean, all of you can nominate.
Don't we still get discussion time, though?
Yeah, we get discussion time, right?
It's not.
Yeah, I said that nominations are open.
Yo, goodbye,
Oh,
Ophelia.
but we can
You
still
can-
discuss.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So here,
What's going on with that?
can I?
Oh, no.
I'm gonna. So assuming, okay, so I'm gonna put out my theories. If you guys assume that I'm innocent, okay, and this is only if you believe I'm innocent. The two things that could be happening right now, from my point of view, because I know I'm innocent, is that Atria was a Scarlet Woman from the beginning. If Aphelion was telling the truth, and so Celine died with enough time. I think Celine was the original demon, and so Celine died with enough time to pass on demon to Atria if she was the demon. So it's either Atria's a demon or Aphelion's lying and Aphelion's the demon, but then that would mean that there was no Scarlet Woman to begin with.
Well, no, I mean,
I am 100% not lying, so it's either you or Atria who's the demon. And if
I think
you
it's
don't
actually
the third one, Atria,
I
then
will say
think
it's kind of weird though that Af would have been willing to be killed if they were the demon.
That is true.
Yeah, because honestly,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. This is tough because like Prisma's been all over the place, and there is like, so you did actually make a good point that if Af was the
Demon.
was the demon, then they probably wouldn't have thrown sus on the real Scarlet Woman. So I guess it, like, we haven't voted to kill anybody, so we don't really
everyone's
know.
died in the night so far.
Yeah, so like, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I don't have a good answer. I would have said it was Sinopa with me being the drunk, but
Sinopa's dead.
obviously, well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But
Right.
Sinopa's dead now, right?
Plus, like, if it were Aphelion, I don't think Aphelion would have killed me because that immediately puts the sus onto him.
So
So it's definitely Atria or Prisma, and I want to believe it's Atria because I'm
I'm the
pretty
mom.
sure
Remember
that.
this.
there's
Right, but so far you haven't protected anyone that's actually almost been killed.
Well, the problem is neither one of
Yeah,
them
but
have
I-
proven anything.
Yeah.
it's only unprovable.
Atria came out with an answer right away, and Prisma kind of fumbled and then said, I don't know, maybe, and then said, oh no, actually, wait, maybe, and then like, I don't know, it's kind of rough.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's kind of rough.
What I'm gonna say is
I want to
that
nominate Prisma.
I
Oh.
was
Okay,
willing
Atria.
to-
And I'm gonna nominate Atria just to be clear.
The
Oh, you're
counter
nominating
nominations.
Atria?
But
Okay.
as far as
Okay.
the order that happened, Atria nominated Prisma. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Aphelion was still talking, so I'll let him finish what. finish
Oh,
his
I'm
talk.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that nominations were starting.
Yeah, no,
That
it's you're perfectly fine. I was just throwing that out there for when you finish your thought.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I was going to say that I was offering to be executed to confirm Celine being Undertaker because I was town.
I don't think that would have confirmed Celine was Undertaker either way though, because you had already said your role, so she could have just said and agreed with you on your role, unless you were
Yeah.
Oh,
bluffing.
that's true too.
That's
that is very
true.
true.
So I was gonna say that actually I forgot to say that the next morning. I was like, that wouldn't have worked either way. That's why I didn't vote for you.
Oh, okay, okay, that does make sense.
All right, let us. Oh no!
Oh
we did
no!
work.
Arnar.
All right, are you back, Atria?
I think she's just fixing her camera, but
I-
we hear her.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my camera.
I think you just had a quick disconnect. I saw the little disconnect symbol, so you just probably have to go back into the settings.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go. You're good.
Yeah, so the reason I nominate Prisma is kind of what Greybach was going on before. She's been flip-flopping on what her role is. I believe she was the minion. It's possible she is now actually the demon, given that either Greybach or Celine were the demon, and she was the Scarlet Woman. If that information from before was still correct, and from Aphelion, whether he was drunk or poisoned, it could be wrong. But I'm the monk. I've been shielding players, but obviously I've been shielding the wrong players, considering the players I should have protected have ended up dead. But I've shielded my moth father the last couple nights. And when asked what my role was, I flat out said, I'm the monk. I shielded Af. Prisma again, has flip-flopped on what role she is. So I feel like Prisma is very, very sus.
All right, Prisma, your defense.
My defense is that yes, I definitely did flip flop. I was bit off a lot more than I could chew. I was trying to play the what is it, soldier correctly, but I obviously made a big huge mistake and chose even the wrong role to bait, which is why I came clean with that. I was like, okay, it's better to come clean with it early whenever I'm not on the chopping block or I don't get exposed for the lie, or someone asks me for information to confirm, so that way it's at least able to regain some of the trust. I knew that it probably could have backfired like it did, but I really was just trying to play my role and bait the demon into attacking me, which did not work, by the way, and that's why I flip-flopped. I think it's still Atria because obviously I know I'm innocent. I can't really prove that I'm Soldier, nor can I really prove that I'm Ravenkeeper because I was not Ravenkeeper, so I can only just be like, yes, it's Atria, because if Aphelion is telling the truth, and Celine was the demon originally, like I think she was, and then Atria is the Scarlet Woman. Atria is the demon right now. Aphilion's been telling the truth, and it's either me or her, and it's definitely her. So that's all I can really say.
All right, votes for Prisma starting now. All right, that is 4 votes. Is that
is
actually
I don't think we can get more than that. Yeah,
it's unwinnable.
Yeah, no.
No more ghost votes, so most we could get would be 3 votes, so yes. So that is the end of day. We are executing Prisma.
Rip.
Let's see here.
I promise I was telling the truth.
I think we got it. I think we got it.
And the result is...
Oh my god.
No!
Oh my god.
It was Atria.
My demon was Greybach.
I fucking knew it. Too. I was thinking that early on.
Let's go!
I was thinking that early on, and then I was like, no.
Let's go. Dude, I was so worried after day 1.
Prisma was fighting for her life.
Tough situation.
I couldn't die either! I couldn't die, so I couldn't get confirmed!
And major props to Atria for
Oh
writing
my
this out.
I-
The weight of the game.
If
I was
Byte
literally
Spitfire
thinking
hadn't
if
messed
Greybach
up,
was demon, he absolutely would have done that. And then I was like,
I hope you know that, Atria. If my Spacefire hadn't betrayed me, you would have been taken out day 1.
That was so good.
Well, if they were taken out day 1, I wouldn't have
beginning.
done that, so...
Abby, I think fate was on my side with that one.
I just
So-
find
Fate
that
was on my
so
side.
funny.
I messed up so bad. I tried to do a bad play, basically.
Prisma,
No,
you did
why?
good.
I'm so sorry.
You did good.
You were actually...
Player.
You fumbled it, but you had the right idea. Like,
Yeah, you
pretending
did.
to be somebody else to target you so that you, as a soldier, sink a kill and therefore like soft confirm yourself is a very, very good strat. You just happen to pick the worst character to accidentally bluff as.
honestly, Greybach, I should have known it was you the second you started sussing me, because who else would suss a saint who claimed it immediately?
Well, I must be the drunk, Sinopa. I must be the drunk, which means that you're
Right.
not the saint. Because I'm the outsider and you're not.
Of course.
Yeah.
I actually had a poll in my community whether or not I was going to come out with my information day 1 or not, and the moms were like, B-Town, go down with the ship! Because they thought the demon was going to gun for me night 1.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
ended up lasting until the end of the game.
so I want
I
to...
was in disbelief too. I was like, there's no way Celine is a demon again, but I did not suspect Greybach at all. I knew that Atria was bad even in the beginning, basically, almost, as soon as we both got sussed at Scarlet Woman, but I did not suspect Greybach at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my...
no, Gray's really, really good and dangerous like that.
Yeah.
My danger, like I knew immediately that I was in a really bad position because my initial plan was to bluff Fortune Teller and then clear Atria from day, like before we even woke up, my plan was I'm gonna clear Atria as not the demon and then die and make her the demon, and then, you know, she'll be quote unquote cleared, and then you immediately outed her as the Scarlet Woman. But the problem was, it's like, okay, so everybody believes Af, everybody then thinks that either Atria or Prisma is the minion. Everybody seems to believe Sinopa, which really only leaves Celine as like the only other person with sus on them that has nothing to say yet, which means that like if I kill Celine, then there's nobody left that like, so killing Af doesn't do anything. Killing Celine is the only person I can put sus onto, so I can't kill Celine. I can't kill Prisma because she's the Raven's Keeper. Well, at least that's what I thought. I shouldn't kill you, and then I shouldn't kill Sinopa because like Sinopa, like whatever. So I was like, okay, so basically there's so much information out that the best I can do. My idea was, since there's only enough time for 2 executions with this few of players, my game plan was, sure, I'll just make Atria look guilty and just bank on, well, she's the minion, we need to kill the real demon, which, you know, but then you guys picked up that the demon passed in the night very astutely. In fact, you just picked the wrong person that you thought did it. So I was sweating bullets. You guys were so close. You guys did really good. It was actually a very close game.
Also, I am very proud of you, Atria, because you stuck to the bit. You didn't give up. You dug in your heels and you were like, I am dying on this hill.
Yeah.
I made myself look sus too, so there's no way with how confident you were that anybody could disprove me.
I just love how everyone's like, oh yeah, everyone believed Af. I'm like, it's almost like I was telling the truth the whole time. No wonder I was so believable.
At the end, I was literally going to vote Atria, but like the way the votes panned out, there was no way to vote Atria after voting Prisma. So I was like, fuck it, heck it. We'll just kill one of them and hope to God.
You lost your 50-50.
That if my spacebar hadn't messed up day 1, Atria would have been removed from the game. And I was just like, oh no.
I voted for Atria day 1 too.
Fate was on my side.
Yeah, like, no, Fate is literally in my chat right now going, They're like, Starcat did good. And I'm like, you rigged this, didn't you?
And this is why Fate is pretty awesome.
I do want to clear up.
Games.
I do want. Well, it's a lot faster when you only get 2 executions. I do want to make sure that everybody does understand the imp does have a unique ability that if they kill themselves, they pass the demon hood onto their minion, regardless of if their minion is the Scarlet Woman. So, which is what happened. I killed myself to pass it on, so it actually didn't matter that she was the Scarlet Woman for that interaction. But only the imp has that ability. The other demons in the other sets do not have that ability, so they are very much stuck with what they have, which gives the imp a lot of latitude to make bluffs where they like back up their other player and then switch places with them, basically, and say like, well, listen, I confirmed them and then I died, so we should believe them because I died, which then of course casts doubt on anybody else who legitimately backs up a player and then dies. But I do want to say that there is an important interaction with the Scarlet Woman in larger games, where if there are multiple minions, then if the demon kills themselves, it has to go to the Scarlet Woman if there are 5 or more players left. So the 5 or more players thing does matter, but only for the demon killing themselves, it only matters if there are more than one possible minion to pass it to. Otherwise, they're the backstop during the day that like executed the demon on day 1. Whoopsies. You know, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang. That was so good.
That was a lot of fun.
Good job, everyone. That was really entertaining.
I will say this, Prisma, you did excellent as well. You were a really good player because, take it from experience, my first game, I was also a role that had no ability. So I couldn't help town and I had no way of clearing myself either. It's very, very hard to be given a role with no abilities because you can't confirm or deny anything, and thus you are sus by default.
I was like, gosh dang, I don't get any information this time, so I can't do the whole little, let me confirm or deny stuff.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I had to take people at face value, so I was like, that's why I could not truly believe Aphelion the entire game. I was like, I wish I could confirm it, but I have no way of fully on believing him.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's
You know
very,
what's
very, very hard.
You know what's ironic is that both the minion and the not minion both had abilities that would prevent, or theoretically had abilities that would prevent deaths in the night. So if I sank a kill, the demon can kill dead players to make it look like a monk or a soldier stopped something, just as a side note.
Oh, really?
Yep. And so if I had sank a kill, then it could have been, then Prisma could have said, oh, the demon targeted me. And then Atria could have said, or they targeted Af. And like we both, like you guys basically had counter roles that both could prevent demon kills. So really neither of you could have confirmed that it was your fault that somebody didn't die unless you got executed and confirmed by the Undertaker.
That's crazy.
That's, yeah, very funny coincidence.
I can't believe demons could actually attack dead players. Can you imagine? They're already dead. Why are you beating them up a second time?
We're just hungry, little midnight snacky. Yeah.
So far, I still have yet to get evil.
I know, the one game I was demon, it got snatched from me.
I'm so glad I was not
Right?
evil today. I would have freaked out.
Do you guys want to play
I
a
was
third
so
one, or are you
sad.
guys?
Can we?
I would be down.
I have
yeah.
time.
I'd be
Celine,
down
you good?
for another game.
I have to go. The little gremlin's awake.
No. We can still play with 5 if you want. The game does change a slight bit where the demon and minion don't know each other and don't get bluffs.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm
that
down
would
with
be
that.
interesting.
Cool. Sounds good.
Well, thank you for having me.
Bye, Celine.
It was an honor to meet you, my dear. You
Bye.
played amazingly.
Yeah, you were so good.
I love meeting all of you too. I hope we get to play together again soon. Bye.
Thank you for playing.
There are some Teensyville scripts.
Yeah.
Also,
So
Ray,
Yeah.
you're doing amazing at being a GM.
Oh, Mrs. Gray?
Ah,
Yes, Mrs. Gray. I didn't know
Well,
you had
thank
a
you.
gender shade, Graybock.
I just heard Gray. It cut off the misses.
yeah, it cut off the misses a little
I
bit. I didn't quite clock it.
also.
Or I kind of
But
heard
no,
also
you're doing
Gray.
fantastically as GM. Utterly.
you know, I think it was like night one.
like a cow moo.
Ray and I went into a private call, and he told me like what roles I could buff as, and monk was one of them. So it was like monk and butler, I believe.
Yeah, and then I said, actually, don't do Butler because Sinopa came out as
As the saint.
a saint,
Yeah.
and I mean, you could have
There
still
could
done
only be
Butler.
one outsider.
Well, oh no, the problem was that Sinopa came out as Saint and Aphelion had the Scarlet Woman ping. So
Yeah,
since
otherwise you
the
coulda
minion was
claimed
known,
Baron.
if there
Yeah.
wasn't an investigator, we could have claimed Baron and said, oh, it's Saint, Butler, and Drunk if nobody's claiming the Recluse. But because we knew that everyone else knew that the Scarlet Woman was the minion, I was like, okay, well, that's not gonna work, so. God, how I want to play this with you guys, but it would be so mean. There's
What?
How are you supposed to bluff an information character if you don't have that information?
you lie.
Carefully.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. Let's say that you get Washerwoman as a bluff, then you can just go over to your minion and say, hey, I'm gonna pretend to be the Washerwoman. Who are you gonna pretend to be? I'll say that you're one of the 2 people I saw. Like all of the people who see 2 characters, they see 2 people, right? So you can just, if it's Washerwoman or Librarian, you can say, I'll just say that my minion is whatever one they want to bluff as, and I'll just back them up. If you're an empath, you actually already know all of the information in the game because you know who is evil, so you can just lie with impunity. You can just be like, I got a 0, I got a 1, I got a 1, I got a 1. Same with now Undertaker is the most difficult because if the person does not publicly say what they are before they're executed, then you're gonna have a hard time bluffing that. But it is possible, like if somebody maybe if they told someone, maybe Af told me that he was the investigator, and then I'm evil and I feed that to you and say Af says he's the investigator, you know, then you can go to Af and say, hey, I'm Undertaker and I saw you were investigator. Like, that's really difficult, but it can be done. Yeah, you just lie. You just make up bullshit. And if it's wrong, and if people are like, I don't believe that, you go, I must be the drunk. Maybe I'm poisoned. Who knows? Who could say?
Or I must be the drunk.
I will forever remember the one game where I was so, like, I was doubling down on what I was. I had so much faith in my role, and then it turns out I was just drunk. I was literally just drunk. I was raving to the rest of the town about how that person over there totally stole my shoes, and they were just like, and I was like, I'm not the drunk, I swear. Game ends, I'm the drunk.
So I just put in a special script over in the Discord channel that is specifically for small player games of 5 or 6.
Oh.
It is probably, it's too advanced for you guys to be playing for your first time, like YOLO on stream. But if you want to read it just for shits and giggles, it is very funny.
Oh yeah, definitely. I will totally have a look.
Yeah. A Leviathan demon.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell you about this. This is where my favorite Amnesiac information came from. The Amnesiac is a character, it's a townsfolk that has whatever ability the storyteller wants to give them for that game. It can be literally anything. It doesn't have to be copying another existing game ability. It can just be like, you know, you learn if the demon is wearing blue, or whatever. And they have to figure out what their ability is. So they get woken up every night, and basically basically if they have an ability that wakes them up at night, they get to like wake up at night, but they don't know what they're doing. They're just like, I pick somebody. They say, yeah. Somebody in chat knows what it is.
I was looking at that picture. That Amnesiac looks really cool.
So my Amnesiac ability was, I pick a player every night. You learn yes or no. You learn if the player if the character belonging to the player you selected starts with the letter L.
If the what?
If like the character of whoever you pick starts with an L.
Oh, I see. That's
which is hilarious because in that game there are exactly two: the lunatic and the Leviathan. The Leviathan, who is the demon, and the lunatic, who thinks that they're the demon and
that's
is
so
not.
bad.
It was amazing.
And you could have
I
both.
would love to play this. This looks freaking fun.
Those abilities look so silly.
The Goblin and the Leviathan specifically.
I like the Savant.
Savant is very fun too. Yeah. I mean, they're all very good. The thing is, like, because it's a Leviathan only game, there will be no demon kills. You simply go up to 5 days and then you decide. And you have to like figure out all the information, because also part of the Leviathan is if you kill more than one good player, you lose also. So you also don't want to like, or the good players lose. So you also don't want to just like execute happy. So, you know, it's dangerous.
All right, Grybach, I have brewed up a new trouble brewing for the 5 players. So what are the rules modifications?
What do you mean? What do you? I don't exactly know what you're asking.
For Team
So
Seagulls.
like the demon and the
Oh yeah, okay. Demon and minion do not learn who they are, and the demon does not get bluffs because there's 20 characters on this script. YOLO. Pick one. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got good odds of bluffing a safe one anyway. Okay.
Yeah. It turns out that actually at 6 players we were supposed to be playing that way also. I just forgot and told you wrong. My bad. Whoops.
Okay. That's fine.
So.
But yeah, otherwise, I have sent out new roles, so hopefully people see those, and we could get started.
Fantastic.
Maybe.
All right, I will start.
That was heckin' fun though.
I know.
Hey Af, what kind of snacks does Fate like?
What kind of snacks does Fate like? That's a good question. Let me ask him, actually.
Hey, I'm curious too, actually. Can I try Fate, please?
I wish I lived in the UK so that I could go to the live Clocktower convention.
There is
There's a
a
live convention?
Clocktower convention?
There sure is.
Ooh.
I believe it's in the UK.
What's in the UK?
Blood on the Clocktower convention.
Oh, I didn't know they had those.
I think there's one in what? Is it Edinburgh?
Fate says
That sounds
rich
really fun.
chocolates. White chocolate with a raspberry is their favorite indulgence.
There's also a Clocktower Con in Sydney, and also apparently Las Vegas. Oh, wow! I could go to Las Vegas.
Well, Gray, if you ever come to this side of the pond, I will get my Pact Immortal to play guide to you.
Amazing,
And help
incredible.
you get around.
Yeah. Also, just like playing in person is really fun. I mean, it's just fun in general, but the actual prop of the grimoire is so fun because it's like a giant tome that all of the board is inside that the storyteller's just walking around with. So just like walking around with a giant arcane book.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
it's
so
obviously
cool.
cardboard, but
Wait, how do you play in person and keep your role a secret?
in person, you don't actually talk to the storyteller at night. They just do it with hand signals. Because pretty much all the hand signals are just like, yes, no, you know, like point at a player, like, you know, so it's like, oh, wake somebody up. They point at somebody and you just nod your head or shake your head or, you know, like, yes, no, 1, 2, 3. That's why all the information is almost always, you know, 1, 2, 3, yes, no. Or for somebody like the washerwoman, you get woken up and then the storyteller points at 2 players and then holds up the token of one of them, right? Is like, you know, I see you or you is the soldier. Yeah, so the storyteller just walks around in a circle, tapping people on the knee for them to open their eyes.
Let's see, 11 minutes
That's
ago
a-
and 5 minutes ago. So there's a 6-minute cooldown.
Atria, you're talking to us. Just FYI.
I could
Yeah.
have sworn I muted. I'm so sorry.
No worries. Well, what usually happens is you have to be focused in the window. So if you like click to another window, then you like maybe press the button and it doesn't do anything. So, yeah.
Welcome to town, to Teensyville town.
Welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Clocktower friends.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
The birds are singing, the flowers are blooming. How is everybody doing?
Yeah, I'll just set a
Good
time.
morning.
Not dead yet.
Morning!
If it was a good morning, I'd be fishing.
I'm going back to fishing.
Oh no, we're not cycling back to fishing, are we?
Oh, we're baiting again? We're baiting? Is that what's happening? Okay.
I think baiting is happening, yes.
We're debating.
All right, I've set a timer for 3 minutes for
Does
nominations to open.
anybody want to talk in public or anybody want to have a private chat or?
Does anybody have any day one information?
I don't know, maybe. There's not very many days in a 5-player game.
Yeah, no, there's
How
not.
many days were there? How many days were there?
Depends on if we execute. If we execute, it goes down to 4, then it goes down to 3, and then it's the final day. If we don't, it goes down to 4, and then tomorrow's the final day. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Quick. It's very quick.
It's very speed Clocktower, for sure.
Like speed dating, but with murder.
The speed murders.
What better way to get married?
I mean, it made one married couple over here.
That's right. Wait.
Oh.
Listen, we were together long before Clocktower was a gleam in their eyes.
Oh yeah,
Weird.
Greybox telling us all about how old he is.
It's true. Back in the ancient days.
Back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Wait, hold on. I need to look something up.
You're a digital vampire, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
So doesn't that mean that you're only as old as the internet?
Yeah, but the internet was definitely alive in the 90s. It was just in its infancy.
Okay, so you're 35.
I also was alive before it. I was uploaded onto the internet via a digital curse
Okay, I gotcha.
back in the Wild West. So I'm a little bit
Says you're
older
on
than the internet.
status.
Oh,
Exactly.
I
I am
see,
on
I
status.
see.
1000%. Yeah.
I was always curious as to what you were before you became a vampire.
I just connected.
It used to say in my bio that I was downloading a 40-part downloadable of Rurouni Kenshin and then got a computer virus because that's how it used to work back in the day. Where a single file would...
Yeah. Good old LimeWire got you.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do a funny hee-hee ha-ha, and I'm going to activate my Slayer ability on Sinopa.
Oh, okay.
All right. Grebok uses his
Why
Slayer
me?
ability on
Because it would be
Snopa.
funny if you were evil and the demon right after saying, I've never been evil.
True.
Nothing happened. Continue
Okay,
on.
great. Sinopa's not the demon. Got him. Either that or I'm
But they could
poisoned.
still be a minion,
Also
couldn't they?
possible.
So we know they're not the demon, but they could still be the minion.
Correct.
Can you imagine a drunk Slayer like lining up a shot and being like, "Ah, I missed."
Got him. I got him, guys.
Also, one of the
Crushed.
mods says, "Man, dial-up must have made travel a pain in the ass for you."
True. Oh yeah, okay. Nominations are opening in 2 seconds.
Yes.
Great, fantastic.
Nominations are open.
Not enough info.
Yes, but we only get one nomination if we don't kill today, so we might as well kill today and kill tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying just go ahead and kill someone today?
I nominate Prisma.
Nominate Prisma.
Lovely, Greyback, lovely.
Today.
All business.
Listen,
All right, your accusation.
my accusation is that as a storyteller, I need my players to be more bloodthirsty, and nothing demonstrates that better than living out how you believe that the world should be. So I am picking the player who has shown expert craft, expert skill, and using the gambler's fallacy of she hasn't been the demon yet, so she has to be this time. That's my accusation. Feel free to defend yourself with any game information that you think would be helpful. I just want to get this moving, baby.
I see. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, I'll go ahead and bite. Assuming that Greybach is telling the truth about being the Slayer and stuff like that, then Sinopa is cleared for my information. I have information which is trying to differentiate between Sinopa and Aphelion, saying that maybe one of those two is possibly a demon. So if Greybach is telling the truth, Sinopa is cleared and Aphelion has a possibility of being a demon.
Unless he's drunk or poisoned, and that's why his Slayer went.
Yes, unless Greybach's either lying or he's drunk or poisoned. But yes.
Well, I can't be drunk, point of order. I can't be drunk because there are no outsiders in this. Unless there's a second outsider. But I can be poisoned.
So unless someone did haha funny, Greybach's poisoned again, and Sinopa's cleared.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
but
All right, votes
imagine if
for
he was.
Prisma starting now.
There's not enough info.
Well,
Yep.
this is how you get info. Imagine that there's an Undertaker and you execute
There
somebody.
might be. Yeah, that would be
Executions are good.
I've set
Letting
the
evil
timer
control who
for 1
dies
minute
is
until end of day.
okay. Anyone, if you want to execute me just to prove that I actually am the Slayer and not just an evil player going, hee, I shoot a fake Slayer shot, that's fine. I don't care.
Actually, that's good. Oh wait, no, but if we kill you, then how many rounds do we have? Oh,
Yeah.
you
We're-
might as well. You said we might.
you
as well.
might as well.
Okay,
Might as well
then
kill
I'm
someone
gonna nominate
today.
Greybach then.
All right, nominate Greybach. Prisma, go ahead. Anything to add to the accusation?
Yeah, I just want to confirm that he is a Slayer, so that way, well, I mean, he might be poisoned, but we can still at least like confirm that he was telling the truth.
All right, Greybach, your defense.
That's a good hee ha ha check to make sure that I am willing to die for the cause. I fully support this. There is no information. So, listen. It is what it is.
Hey, listen.
You still
Hey,
be a ghost,
listen.
Greybach. You'll still be a ghost. You'll be around.
Exactly. It's fine. Dying isn't the end of the world in this game.
All right, votes for Greybach starting now.
I also want to show my players that it's not the biggest deal if you die, even if you're a good player. It's
I
fine.
almost
Don't
forgot to
worry
vote.
about it.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You know what? I feel like he's basically cleared.
Any other nominations?
There's not enough info, but I will do something. I will do something. Since you've cleared Sin, I'll protect them tonight.
Ayo?
Interesting. Interesting. I mean, we might as well kill somebody.
Very matured me.
Watch her die.
Ayo.
Ayo?
All right. No executions. Go to sleep, everyone.
Yeah, no, nominations were over. Damn!
Doesn't one roll allow win by getting executed? Yes. Right?
Does what? Does
Is
what
there a
win by
roll?
getting executed?
Doesn't one roll allow win by getting executed?
No.
No?
Well, I mean, the Saint, if you execute them, loses the game for the good team, but nobody wins the game by getting themselves. Oh, the Goblin, I guess, but that's not in this game. We're not playing with that character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's your answer, Yuma. And yes, Greybach is sus. He's always sussy.
I love that we can still hear you. Oh, amazing.
No,
yeah. Oh, yeah, you know.
know. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
I still remember how, like, last session, it was just, like, taking forever for the votes to go through because the ping.
I know.
Yeah. I found
was
out
so
after
bad.
that I actually would have been fine refreshing. I tried it before everybody was gone, but after the stream was over. But it wasn't really worth risking, like, losing the entire game, so.
You could have opened like a new game as a side tab and like see if it worked there.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
It actually, I think, boots you out of the game if you have two games open at the same time. And since I
okay.
was the storyteller and the only one with a paid service, I was just like worried about killing the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
It's more okay for everybody else.
Oh, lovely.
Sleep talking magical cat.
All right. Welcome back. It is your second day and final day.
Who died?
Final day?
Prisma died.
Charisma
in the
died.
night.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh.
That's not surprising. Let's see.
All right. Well, today is the day. And 2 votes are required for execution. And yeah, just thinking about like what timer to set. Maybe I think I'll just set an end of day timer. So nominations are open.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm just
Atria,
gonna-
you have anything?
I'm the mayor, so if it's possible that someone tried to attack me, but not Sanopa. Charisma was the one that ended up dying because my role says if you die at night, another player might die instead.
Interesting. Okay. Valid. Sanopa, do you have anything to add?
Not really. Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm really tired.
What character are you?
I am the Raven Keeper, but I didn't want to say
So
anything
I'm not surprised.
Sure.
because I wanted to die.
Oh,
Sure.
no!
How about this? Everybody raise your hand if you're okay going for a mayor win.
Hold on, I just got to.
Avillion's missing from this conveniently.
Well, here's the problem. If 100% of people want a mayor win, then it's a bad sign.
What? What did I miss? What was asked for me?
I
Like,
said raise your
literally
hand
got
if you
away.
want
I
to
just
go
forgot
for a
that.
mayor win.
Also,
A
just to make it clear too,
Yeah.
I was fortune teller.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay,
Mayor only wins if there are 3 players alive,
that's true.
and we have 4 players alive. So by
That's true.
not
But-
executing anybody yesterday, you can't win by a mayor win.
That's
Oh.
not correct. If we don't execute today, then the demon kills and it goes down to 3, and the game is still running.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, it's possible. We can't win today with the mayor, but we
Yes.
can win with the mayor if we don't kill anybody today,
Only
That
if
is
the
true.
Atria lives,
and
though, right?
only if that they're the mayor. Yeah. Here's the thing: if 100% of people think that we should go with a mayor win, that tells me that evil is fine with a mayor win, which means that it's probably not a real mayor.
I see.
What?
But also, Evil could. Oh, my hand's still up. Evil could be saying that to throw you off of the mayor.
That's what I was
True.
thinking.
True. It's true.
So, should we nominate today or not if we're going for a mayor win? I don't understand how mayor wins work.
If we want to go for a mayor win, then we shouldn't nominate today.
Okay, then we won't.
Yeah, we can see who the demon wants to kill.
All right, last call for nominations for today. All right. Good night.
Alright, with that though, I will be right back.
The night is dead silent.
Indeed. This game is so complicated and I love it.
And it's so much fun when it's complicated.
And you guys are being like extremely. You're making it a lot easier to play by being so willing to like to explain everything too. So it's not overwhelming complicated, but it's the fun kind of complicated.
Well, you definitely did your homework, which helps a lot because you basically know what I'm talking about.
I was like, okay, let me read this wiki, and then I started falling asleep while we're reading it. But I tried to get through a lot of it.
That is the danger. Yeah, there's a lot of characters. Yeah. This set is very interesting because at its outset, it is simple enough compared to the other ones that it's easier to learn. And then players usually kind of get a little tired of it and want to try other things. And then at the end of the day, it actually turns out to be a really, really good set for very experienced players also, because so much of it comes down to like, it's either this or this, and all of the players that are good at lying will be like building reinforcing narratives with multiple people. And so it's very difficult to determine, you know, which one of them is lying and how that makes the entire chain fall apart one way or the other.
Scary.
Yeah, well,
Having to pick
Like-
out who's lying.
yeah, in the beginning, evil players often tend to be very scared of like being verbal and being vocal because it like draws attention to them. But once you start getting comfortable, say you're a minion, you just go with something, and if somebody double claims it, you're just like, yeah, okay, sure. What gets even spicier is when you're a minion and you watch somebody say like, hey, I'm the Slayer, and you're like, interesting, I'm the Slayer, even if you are not, just to like discredit the person, you know. So like you can get really interesting layers of bluffing and things like that once people get a little bit more comfortable with being in the spotlight, which is really fun. Like,
I suddenly did not hear anything. I'm sorry.
uh-oh.
Hey,
really
Priya,
interesting-
come back to us.
Ooh.
I will say I
Welcome
find
back.
it interesting that you decided to shoot your shot night one, because I remember way long ago you were like, hey, never do that.
I didn't say never do that, but it's also very different when there's only going to be 1 or 2 demon kills. And it's also very different when you're me and you're a high priority demon kill, regardless of who you are.
True.
Because I believe I did say, be careful because you only get it once per game, and then you died on the first night, which is the reason that you might want to shoot it on the first day. But
yeah.
in a 5-player game, first of all, it's just a 1 in 4 shot that you get the kill because there's only 4 targets, which is much better odds than a like 1 in 10. And yeah, so you know, it differs at different levels. Okay, great.
I had to disconnect my earbud. I had to disconnect the Bluetooth and reconnect. That was weird.
Welcome back.
Welcome
That
back.
happened to me yesterday too.
That's weird.
Yeah. You're like, I was trying to figure out because all I did was move my keyboard ever so slightly, and then suddenly I can't hear, even though my earbud is Bluetooth.
That's how the scuff happens.
Yeah.
Also, F, did you get Fate's favorite stack? He's talking to chat. Okay.
All right, welcome back to town. In the night, Atria has died.
Oh!
Wow. Okay.
Fuck you!
The mayor, the alleged mayor.
Rip. I mean, at least they took your threat seriously, huh?
What threat?
The threat you posed.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
How's that working out for you, Mr. Mayor? Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so it's not. Okay, Atria probably was mayor. Let's see.
Or Atria Star Pass.
Mayor.
What? Atria what pass?
Sorry, Star Pass is a community term for when the demon kills themselves to give it to their minion. It's a term that comes from roller derby, which apparently is big in Australia or something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Then y'all
Yeah.
killed your mayor. Damn.
I shielded Gray because I thought Gray was gonna croak.
I know. You would think that would be the smart play.
Yeah.
If I'm a poison slayer, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
I am going to laugh as well.
Do I want to like ultra instinct that I was a poison slayer and shot the real demon on day 1?
What is with all
It's weird. All you keep hearing is maybe there's static on the line or something.
Minecraft villager.
Oh.
Well, this is rough.
Oh.
That's funny. I used the Onion Knight from Dark Souls. as
Yeah.
The Minecraft villager. But both are good.
Yeah, it's true.
I
I don't know, Prisma. What do you think?
Oh, jeez Louise. Let's see. I have 2 working theories. 2 working theories. I think.
ahead.
Possibly Aphelion. Due to my information I got in the first night, Aphelion still has like that 50% chance basically of being the demon. But then I was like, Greybot could just be playing us. Really.
True.
Greybot could die, but Greybot was willing to die, so I don't know. That could be a really good. Well, he voted for himself, so I don't think so either. So either Greybot was poisoned. And then okay, sorry, not Greybot then. Sinopa also is kind of a little, no, because Sinopa was clear too. Well, Sinopa was also
That implies that Greybok was
Not if
poisoned.
Greybok was a poisoned
As if
slayer, though.
Greybok was poisoned, Sin's not cleared.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
if Greybok was poisoned and my information happened to be incorrect, because my information is just a percentage chance. Sinopa could be.
Well, yours isn't a percentage chance. I mean, yours is like it's one or the other.
It's one or the other, but there's also a red herring in here, so.
There is a red herring. Yeah, that's true.
So I can't really fully rely on my information.
Also, if there's a poisoner on the board, is there a possibility that you could have been poisoned as well, Prisma?
Me? Ooh, I mean, that would be very interesting in the beginning, yeah.
Well, there's
That'd be
really
unfortunate.
not much of one unless that makes me the demon, which is valid.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But because she's dead and the other player is dead, that wasn't in the pair. Yeah. I would, if I had to guess, I'm the red herring. Because again,
Okay.
making me look like the demon is
That's why I didn't
hilarious.
choose it too. I was like, Greybach would be like the most obvious choice, so I didn't go for
Mrs. Gray, I would like to make a request.
Yes?
Can I use my Slayer shot on Aphelion?
Yes, you can.
What the?
Nothing
His
left.
face.
All right, it's Af. All right, listen. Wait.
Wait, weren't
Hmm.
you the Slayer, Gray?
I am.
He claimed to
But
be.
now you're both claiming Slayer.
We are.
Okay, what
Mhm.
did I miss while I was talking to chat?
What is this?
Well, what happened, storyteller?
The thing is that when I'm not,
Sanopa
my
used
Academy
their
was
Slayer
on the
shot
number.
on Aphelion, and nothing happened.
You know what? This way, maybe
Yeah.
I'll just use my Slayer shot.
Were you both poisoned?
Well, you're dead, so you
But you're
can't.
dead.
You also
Yeah.
want to use your Slayer shot, Krista?
You have
I'll
a
use- I'll use
ghost
my-
vote, but that's
I'll use my
it.
ghostly Slayer shot. Okay, someone here is lying. Or you guys are just like, what the heck is going on here?
Slayer, and I'm just sitting here like,
I just turned them down a little bit.
All right. I would like to nominate Sanopa.
Okay.
Rybot nominates.
I think
Sanopa.
Sanopa's triple bluffing. Okay. All right, here's my worldview. My worldview is I was poisoned. My Slayer shot failed because I was poisoned. Prisma correctly selected the demon and or minion, one way or the other. I think that Sanopa knows that it's super suspicious at the last second to make it look like she is a Slayer with a double claim. And so the move is to make it seem like she is a minion covering for Af, but in fact, I think she is the demon pretending to be an obvious minion. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Leon hasn't been disagreeing with me this
All
entire
right.
time.
Defense from Sanopa, please.
Well, if I were a minion, I wouldn't even know who my demon is, so I wouldn't know who to protect here. However, I'm not a demon, so I took a shot in the dark. I figured out which one was which, and I'll go after Greyback after this vote.
I love this.
I'm just sitting here like, now
Excellent.
there's two Slayers, and they're, oh dear. I'm
Do we
sorry.
have to vote this time?
Define have to.
Like, as
This
in
is
if we-
the final day. Is that
Correct.
what you mean?
Yes, so we have to vote if we want to win.
Okay.
Yes, but your ghost vote only works for one of these votes. So you can only vote for one of
Majority
these
is two.
three alive
votes.
people.
Majority is 2, but there are potentially 4 or 5 votes on the table with ghost votes. So
Ah,
Mm-mm.
okay.
but I would caution you that if we only vote 2 on Sanopa,
They could
That-
cancel it out.
they can the minion, if the minion is dead, then the minion plus Sanopa can cancel it. So
Yeah, that's true.
up to y'all.
All right.
Why do you have to make this so complicated? I just like, no.
We love
It's complicated.
Why is this going
All right.
so
Sitting here
smoothly?
like,
I'm gonna start the.
oh,
Okay.
You're gonna start what
Am
now?
I back? Can everyone hear me?
you're back.
Yeah. We can hear
Okay.
you.
I will start the votes for Sanopa, starting now. Alright. Ooh, 4 votes.
Why did
Because
you
Sanopa
vote
is
for
the minion.
yourself?
Because Sanopa is the
Because
minion and
it's
just locked it
mathematically
in.
impossible.
True
Okay.
is
You were only
4.
double bluffing, not triple bluffing.
1,
So potentially die,
Four.
couldn't it?
It would need Sanopa's buy-in to tie it up at 4, which would still
Yeah,
not have.
I can tell you now that's not happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, even if it tied, good would still
We'll
lose.
call it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a tie, we go to night. Okay, so it was F. All right.
I guess the evil team, like with my
With your first check, yeah.
It was Slayer.
I was.
I told you!
Absolutely no way.
Yep, I poisoned Atria so that way you guys couldn't win.
By not using you.
Oh.
So therefore, it was not a lie.
I should have stuck lightly on her.
I actually almost had a misplay and just by sheer chance stumbled into the correct action. So on that last play, Sinopa poisons the mayor, Atria. So that way, you guys can't win with a mayor win because the mayor's ability will not work. Aphelion targets Atreya, and I wasn't thinking about the fact that being poisoned means that the mayor doesn't have any abilities, including the mayor bounce. But I was still thinking, like, in my demon phase of, like, the demon targets the mayor, it could bounce. Do I choose to make it bounce? Who do I choose to bounce it to? Do I put it onto Sinopa or do I put it onto Grybach? But then would the poison still work if I bounced it onto Sinopa? No, then it would take it away, the poison. But I had completely missed the fact that I didn't get a choice anymore because the mayor was poisoned and so there was no bounce. And I had just made the decision that no, I'm going to let this kill go through. But that was actually how it had to work.
Yeah, and you don't have chat backseating you to let you know that you can't do anything else. So that's good job.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Was I only targeted once?
Yes, just
You
the
were
last
targeted.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, fortune teller kill is really valuable to kill in this low of a player game. So
I will
Yeah,
say, being evil is extremely hard for me because I can't lie. And so I have
It would
to
be hard.
really
It would be
creative.
a bit easier in a little bit larger game where you get 3 bluffs and you know who your minion is. So you had the hardest version of playing evil.
And I did.
Welcome to the evil team.
I should have stuck with my instinct on that too.
I
Changed it
know.
no
My
at last minute.
My ultimate plan, because I did not know that Sinopa was my minion, was I was gonna let Sinopa go down and then target Gray literally the next night. So either way, they were both going, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
what?
I
Who
put
was the red
suspicion
herring, by
on
the way?
myself for
I put Atria as the red herring.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Because she's been evil for a lot.
Well, also
Yeah,
like
just
mayor.
because today she's been evil the whole time. Yeah.
Also, mayor red herring is good too because like the mayor is such a fun demon bluff because you're just like, well, you can't prove that I'm the mayor, you know. And so then if you're not actually the demon but you get the red herring, then it's like, well.
I will say though, Sinopa, thank you for pulling the Slayer, the fake Slayer.
Of course.
I'd be like, oh no.
I was pondering on it for a while. But Greyvok, you actually were poisoned first night.
La, nailed it, got him.
Yeah, I was so happy.
True.
And that you used your shot the first day.
Yeah, well, you know.
Does Slayer only kill the demon?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
It is funny that I got evil immediately after saying I'd never been evil. But step number 1 was figuring out who my demon was. So just poisoning everyone around the circle until I figured it out.
until a kill doesn't happen.
How did you figure it out? I'm curious.
Because I poisoned Gray, and then I poisoned Prisma, and then I poisoned Atria, and then you were the only one I hadn't poisoned yet.
Oh, I
And the
see.
deaths were happening. Yeah.
Yeah, because a poison demon doesn't make a kill.
Yeah.
Fun fact, a monk-protected demon can't pass off to their minion by killing themselves because they are safe from being killed by the demon.
Oh, that's funny. That's really, really funny.
That's very funny.
Imagine pretending to be innocent so good that you get your plans get foiled because someone wanted to protect you.
Uh-huh. Pretty much.
Just let me die. No, I'm not gonna let you.
It reminds me of that muffin from the ACF movie. I love this game.
I thought she
love
knows
this
what
game so much.
ASDF
You never know
is.
what's gonna happen.
Wow.
What, Asher?
I know
I
what
didn't know you
they
knew what
are.
ASDF was.
I know what ASDF is, and I'm not that old.
Sadly.
I'm
And he goes to mute.
I was gonna sing the Muffin song on stream for karaoke because I was doing like a meme karaoke the other day, and then my siblings were like, "No, don't sing that one on stream," because the Muffin Lily's like saying "Somebody kill me" and all that stuff. I'm like, "Oh, gotcha. Let's not do that on a funny haha stream."
I have to
Yeah,
say,
I was scared.
and I was just, the second I got it, I had to suppress every fiber of my being, not to just look like I'm going, yes! I was like, no, they can see my face.
Watching
Yeah,
people's expressions is really fun.
I set it all up. I did the fake Slayer shot, and I was like, I have to wait to vote until the very end. That way nobody pulls their votes back.
Do you want to know something funny? I was actually planning to go after Atria to make a funny, because I was like, oh, Atria is the mayor, so if I go after her, that means it'll bounce, and I was kind of hoping it would bounce onto Gray, because that would just be funny. I was actually going for Atria to confirm their role, and then they went down, and I was like, oh, so you're not the mayor.
Oh no.
You both took it at once, I see.
So I got targeted by the imp and the poisoner. Damn.
Yep. You said you were mayor, and I was like, oh, she has to be poisoned.
So I was also right that if everyone thinks that it's okay for a mayor win, that's a problem, because either the mayor's evil or there's a poisoner, and they know that the mayor won't win.
True.
Yep.
Yeah. Somebody should think it's a bad idea.
Oh, that's an interesting thing. Does the storyteller always bluff fake Slayer shots?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
The storyteller should always make it appear as though you have an ability that you are claiming, so that people can both bluff as it and also give bluff cover, right? So like, there are several characters in later scripts that do things publicly every single day, and so they like, it is important to like allow players to give cover. Both the gossip and the juggler only does it once, but like the gossip makes a public statement every single day. We should do a quick poll. Does anybody want to play one more?
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
Considering how fast these 5-person games go, yeah, I can go for one.
Okay.
Excellent.
But
Are you guys having issues with me on lag? Because I'm noticing that my like audio bars are really weird.
Oh, really?
Looks normal to me.
They look fine to you? Okay. They're just like
Really
really
good to me.
slow, but
Yeah, they look
Yeah,
fine to
no,
me.
the only
I
The only thing I've
probably
noticed
only
from you-
have one more
I'm gonna
game
go
in
use the
me
restroom real
because
quick,
I
though.
would have been streaming 4 hours at that point, which is my.
Oh, you got
Yeah, we
nothing
are
on
pushing
me.
it.
God, you superhuman marathon
I'm at
runner!
14, 25, 46.
Blood on the blood tower.
The only thing I've noticed
Blood
with
for the
your
blood
is
god.
occasionally your virtual cam will just like freeze and then catch up. But that's like the only thing I've noticed from you.
He just stepped away.
I would say I'm very moved by how much scuff like this game's had. This is probably our most scuff-ridden blood on the clock.
I
tower.
know.
Funny when it happens too. Like, it's not happening at inconvenience points, it's happening at conveniently
Oh,
funny
shit.
points, and that makes it even better.
Okay, my mic just fell off the stand. Hang on.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Oh, my iPad. It fell.
My ooh was because I was just given a pizza bun. Oh gosh, it's gotten so quiet suddenly.
Sorry, I'm fixing my shit.
Oh yeah, that's right, your mic fell.
It's really hard to put it back together.
Okay, yeah, we should be able to go through these real quick. I'm trying to decide like how aggro I want to bluff. Like, do I want to just go pure chaos gremlin and just like implicate both of my neighbors?
I'm twisting it the wrong way. Fuck.
Full aggro.
Sorry,
I might bluff like empath 1. Like if I get my demon, I get my demon. Let's go.
That would be the smart thing to do.
Okay, I'm back.
All
Right on
right.
time, it seems.
Oh yes, perfect timing. Welcome back.
Fate came for me again. Hold on.
Rip.
Fate, please, please. I'm trying to be nice to you, bestie. Come on. It's really funny because Fate is my bestie from the day court, and they've just been scuffing the whole stream tonight for everyone. They even took Sinopa's mic.
Nor.
I heard the grand knockdown.
I mean, he took your keys. He took your keyboard.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. He did take.
And got me the win.
All right, I will give you guys 2 minutes to chat before I open up nominations.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Anybody have any information that they want to share?
Not this time. I got killed insta.
Fair enough. Ooh. Oh.
What I want to do.
Interesting. Hmm.
Look at this.
Hmm. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry, just having a little bit of lag now, unfortunately.
That happens. So unless I'm poisoned or drunk between Sinopa and Ab, one of them is bad.
One of them is bad? Oh, because you're the empath?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
So unless I'm drunk or poisoned, one of them is bad.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Okay. How about this? Let's do something really fun. What if I claim to be the empath and just try and throw sus on Af, and then we'll see if that changes your information.
Alright, bet.
You know what I mean? Because Af is between both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Oh, hi, missus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
To the Taco Bell.
Came after.
Sound
Came
of the
after
food
the Taco
summons.
Bell after.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
All right,
Like,
well, nominations are now open. I'll set another short little timer, 2 minutes till day end.
Okay. I have information. I am the empath. I know that one of my neighbors is evil. Make of that what you will.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anybody have anything they want to throw out about that?
All I know is someone in my chat just threw shit at me again.
Oh no! Arnor! Af, you got anything you want to say about that?
So if what you're claiming is true, it's after Prisma, one of them might be bad.
Yes.
I am actually good.
I am also good.
Yes. Okay, so I am the washerwoman, and I have confirmed that Prisma is the Raven Keeper through the private conversation I had with them yesterday.
Interesting.
You should set out.
It was
Interesting.
either Prisma or Atria, and Prisma confirmed.
Interesting.
I am good, and Prisma is good, which means your information is incorrect, Gray.
I mean, oh, hello.
Really happening when it's
Oh,
conveniently
there we go.
funny.
There we go.
Yeah, the comedic timing of the stuff is amazing.
I literally looked up at him too, and he's just like, "Bye."
I am going to nominate Sinopa.
Okay. Grabok will nominate Sinopa.
Okay. I have other reasons. They are a secret, but I think it's Sinopa.
Okay.
Full stop.
But you said you were empath.
I did say that.
His information is
Okay.
completely correct.
Defense time from Sinopa.
Why are you always going after me, bro? It's always me. You're always going after me. It's very unfair.
Well, sorry.
He's not always going after you.
Also, I'm trying to fix my mic. I
Oh,
haven't done
no.
anything to no one.
Arnar.
I love the comedic timing of all the stuff tonight. It has just been absolutely glorious.
All right. Well,
Truly.
I will start the votes for Sinopa, starting now.
My mods are bullying me again.
So
Womp
Get love,
womp.
Atria. Get
Oh,
love.
no. Only 2 votes. Never mind.
Only 2 votes.
Okay. 2 is not enough. Any other nomination?
This is
Hmm.
interesting. This is really interesting. Okay.
All right. I'm going to call the day to a close. Good night, everyone.
Shall we say the prayer of stuff? I'll
Yeah.
stop away another day.
Blessed Father, hallowed is thy scuff.
Actually, we have a prayer to Scuff written up by the High Priest of Scuff in my community. I just forgot where we put it.
No.
Okay, it's finally done.
Thy kingdom come,
Yay.
the
Oh
plug
my
undone.
God. I kept twisting it the wrong way.
You gotta be careful twisting it the wrong way,
I know. I know.
especially if you do it too much.
I know. Like, I don't mean to, but like, I'm trying to screw the thing back up, and it's really confusing which way it goes.
Okay. Oh, wait, no. I keep forgetting that I'm
I could do
actually
is this game.
evil.
This is really interesting how things have really played out.
It's so funny. All right. So either Atria is the is the demon and has very successfully bluffed that one of her neighbors is evil, or Sinopa is the demon, probably.
Ooh.
All right, it is
I was.
daytime.
That is kind of what I was
In
doing.
the night, Atria has died.
Oh no!
Come on!
Rip.
Rip.
I was wondering why I wasn't getting pulled aside by Mrs. Gray.
Hmm?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Welp.
Well,
so
Can't give out any good information.
Atria, what role were you then?
I'm a town.
But we won't be able to get any more information with your role now, I don't think. And you're already dead, so you might as well tell us.
I was the true empath.
Oh.
oh.
Okay, Greyback kind of already suggested that he was lying too about that.
It's true. I'm a filthy
I
mean
was
liar.
gonna chat with Af, but he was already in a chat, so I went for Gray instead.
You went for Gray?
So you spoke with Gray, and then
Oh.
you ended up dead. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Listen. Well, listen.
I
Listen.
was
A little
going to tell you, Af,
Same.
but you were already taken.
Listen.
Gray did also try and throw shade on both me and Avelion.
That's true.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? I nominate Gray.
You nominate me? Oh my
I
gosh.
I think you got a little too bitey. You kept those fangs
These
to yourself
chompers?
a little too long the entire night. I think you finally lost your
Ridiculous.
ball.
Ridiculous.
You know,
Let's see.
like,
I don't know how to turn off my timer.
Oh, you can just leave the time. I mean,
Okay.
we can just wait.
Okay. I'll just.
Unless I was drunk or poisoned, my empath information night 1 was between Sinopa and Ab. 1.
One of them is evil too?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there are 2 evil players. So unless we think that
There
Atria
are.
did a night
Oh,
1
that's
star
true.
pass.
That's true.
Yeah.
It turns out that somebody is evil.
Wow, yeah! It just means that
Yes.
that also means that between me and Greybach, that means that if her information was true, that means between me and Greybach, that would be one of us is evil too.
Could be.
All right.
Could be.
So I have suspect on Greybach heavily because Greybach has been one very, very, very much non-violent the entire game, and I don't trust that for a bit. 2, he tried to say I was evil when I have already confirmed myself as good and Prisma as good. So Gray has false information. He's not an empath. We know that much. I just don't know if he's the minion or the demon, but he's one of the 2 because he's acting extremely suspicious. I think he got bitey.
Mm-hmm.
You think I got bitey? That's
I
crazy.
think you got bitey and chose violence.
Leon, why did you say out my role out loud though? I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty
because,
suspicious.
I already confirmed you, so. And I had to clear you because Greybach was trying to throw you under the bus.
Okay.
All right, Greybox defense.
Okay, well, listen, I am in fact the soldier, but I wanted to do a hee ha ha, kind of like Prisma was doing the other day, or the other game rather, with not wanting to draw attention to herself. I did speak with Atria, and she did tell me that she was the empath, but I thought it would be fun to just like put sus on Af myself to sort of cover for that. But, you know, it is what it is. You can believe me or not. Up to you.
All right, votes for Greybach starting now.
Yeah, I think you got bitey.
Okay, run the math for us, Greybuck. So you put that up to 4?
I did. Which means nobody else is gonna be executed today, right? Didn't Atria use her vote?
I did
No.
not.
Oh, well.
No. So,
Okay, well, I'm on the block with 4.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any other nominations?
Is that
I would, but I'm
important?
dead.
Listen, if the demon doesn't vote on me, then the demon wins. Let's put it that way.
Such a convoluted game.
What the fuck is happening?
Gray, you
I'm
have
too tired
chosen
for
not
this.
only violence but trolling tonight.
I asked my chat, should I go maximum chaos? And they said yes. So.
All right, then we embrace the chaos.
Your back is
Oh, I'm gonna just put up a nomination, not because I think it's gonna change anything, but because I want to see it. Never mind, actually. I wanna. Okay, never mind. Forget it.
All right, then we continue to the night phase. Greybuck is executed, and the game continues.
Oh.
Wow, okay.
Roland. All right, so theoretically we got the got the minion. Maybe.
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 High suspicions we just nailed the minion. Either way, he was getting too bitey. I had to.
I'm going to laugh if Af is actually the demon.
I'm really curious if Af is a demon, because Af would. I don't know, because. Oh, wait, we're not supposed to discuss this right now, huh?
Yeah,
Remember,
kind of not.
I can't lie.
Ah!
Remember, I can't lie.
But you are a diplomat, so you know how to, like, use the truth to lie. In a way.
Yes, but I've already openly claimed something. Outright.
It could be false.
That would imply that I'm lying, and I can't lie.
But again, you're a diplomat. You could easily claim something and it not be the full truth.
But I outright claimed something. I mean, I admire your brain cells. They are indeed turning. I am a fae, correct.
But again, even though you're claiming one role, there was a time when I think you were some other role, and you had to choose who to bluff, like what role to bluff as. Anything.
Oh, are we still in nighttime? Or is that? Oh, it's the.
Oh!
The demon has killed a billion in the night, and evil has won.
Oh,
The Nova
yeah,
then?
there we go.
Yeah, it's the Nova.
Oh, I knew Gray was
Yeah,
bad.
great thought. I couldn't have trusted you.
I was scared.
I knew Gray was bad.
Did I try and get my demon executed on day 1? Yes. So that I could become the demon? Yes.
Wait, I thought you didn't know.
I
who
was
your
wondering
demon
what
was.
the hell
I
was
didn't, but I did
happening.
know Atria's information that she was next to an evil player.
Oh!
So.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Guys,
I wanted to go to Ash.
Leon straight
I
up
wanted to go
approached
to
me.
Ash.
Leon straight up approached me, brought me in that private call. I was like, "So, what's your role?" I was like, "Why am I gonna just straight up tell you my role?"
Yeah, I was like, I'm good. What's your role?
he's
I
like,
have
I am-
information.
He's
that
like, I am
only need to give to
good.
good
I am
people.
good. What is your role? I'm like, how am I supposed to just take that at face value? I forgot about the whole Faye thing to be real. But
Because I've been nothing but honest with you the entire night.
but I was like, okay, why don't you give me a list of like 3 that you think I could be, and then I'll confirm for you. But no, I really didn't even want to do that, so that made me low key, high key sus.
The only reason I came out publicly with that information is because Gray threw you under the bus, and I was like, yeah, I know you're evil.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I almost killed myself at the end just because it would be funny.
That would have been funny. Yeah, that's true.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been goofy.
Yeah, basically Atria said that she was next to an evil player, so I was like, okay, well, there's no drunk and there's no poisoner because I'm the Scarlet Woman. So my imp has to be Sinopa or Aphelion. And then Aphelian's instantly like, no, I've got a great alibi with Prisma. And I'm like, well, I'll either take it from Sinopa or maybe jump on a grenade for the murder math.
I was like, Greywalk's growing attention to himself. So I was like, okay, what's going on here? But I couldn't really figure it out.
Apparently, my mods have given you a new title, Gray. You are now Gray. Do it for the meme Bach.
Playing an aggressive Scarlet Woman is really fun, actually, to like try and kill your own demon to give you credibility that you're on the good team. And then steal it. Snatch it.
Oh my God. I knew you were sus immediately because you were just too smug.
I actually, fun fact, I actually told chat before we started that I think I told them anyway, that I was going to bluff empath. And so I just go up to Atria and she's like, I know one of my neighbors is evil. I'm like, well, there's that plan. I can work with this.
Both of us confirmed each other already too, so no matter what, the empath had gone downhill too.
Oh my gosh.
If someone wasn't in a call for so long.
Well, you know, that's how it goes.
Hey, look, I yap a lot. You know that. You know my yappuccinos come in extra large. The only reason I left was because of the Taco Bell noise.
And also, to be fair, I was kind of fighting with you on too. I was like, why am I going to give you my information just like
that?
That
person was like panicking, like full on panicking, like feathers levels of panicking, and I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm a good person.
If you want to do a trust exercise like that, you can say, I'm the washerwoman. Give me 3 characters, one of which you are, and I will tell you which one it is.
Exactly what I said to do, because I bet that.
Oh,
and then Aphelion didn't want to do it.
I Uno reversed it instead.
And then Aphelion said, I think you are the Raven Keeper. I was like, okay, yes, but also anybody could claim that they're the Raven Keeper once you say it. So...
That's true.
Instructions unclear. I Uno reversed it on accident.
Yeah. When you get a little bit more comfortable with bluffing,
stuck in the ceiling fan.
When you get a little bit more comfortable with bluffing as a good player, it's pretty common in more experienced games to do what's called a 3 for 3, where you say, I am one of these 3 characters, just so that I can like tell you without necessarily making it obvious if you're evil, which of them I am. And then later you can say, see, I did tell you that on day 1, that I was one of these 3 and I was this one. Here's my information, yada, yada, yada. It's a little less trustworthy, but like it gets it out there without hard confirming to somebody. And it's especially fun if you do something like say, well, I'm either the Raven Keeper, the Virgin, or, you know, the Empath. And so it's like, well, if you're the demon, am I the Raven Keeper or am I the one you really want to get rid of, right? Like there's some like interplay there, and then you can come out later and say, yeah, I actually was the Raven Keeper, or oh, I actually was this, and you know, whatever.
The thing is that people will, stop myself. People will also think I might be lying. That also is like a little extra level.
Oh, of course. You can always be lying, but like, you know, very often people will give each other 3 for 3s, right? Like I am one of these 3, give me 3 of yours, right? It's 3 for 3. And then, you know, as the game goes on, you can sort of start narrowing it down. If 4 people all claim the same role in their 3 for 3s, you know, you got some interesting situations going on there.
You want to know something funny, Gray? I was actually going to use Empath as my bluff.
We got a lot of empaths.
You want to know something even funnier? I was debating whether or not I should challenge Greyback on the Empath.
It's crazy. I feel like there's a lot of people who are really
feeling
it. Clip of our private conversation. Do you want me to send it to you?
Oh, sure,
Would you like it as well?
I'd appreciate it.
It's really funny.
Oh my god.
It's just titled, I'm good, trust me, Winky.
I was gonna claim chef. And then I legitimately came down to it.
I legitimately forgot that I was on the evil team for a hot second there, because I was like, well, what if they have a spy and they just know? Like, what if Af is a spy and just knows who their demon is? And I'm like, wait, no, I'm the other evil player. God, no. I'm the minion. There can't be another minion. I'm solving for the wrong team.
I was seriously considering I did not suspect Sinopa at all. So I was like, okay, Af, you said my role out loud. That honestly made me a little stuff. So I was like, what if Af is like the spy, and so Af knows my role and guessed that, and Greybach is like the demon, and so it was like something like that.
Totally possible.
I will say this. This is why I don't suspect Sinopa a lot of the times when we play together. Something about the way they behave when they play evil just completely glazes over my autism to the point where I don't pick up on the social cues of them actually being evil. So I'm like, oh yeah, there's no way they could be evil. They're not acting sus. But everyone's like, yes, they are. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Like,
I was just
don't know what
marinating
it
Atria the
is,
whole time.
but you
I mean, don't worry, I got the tism too, so I'm sitting here making all these social cues I don't understand.
Yeah! My system does not pick up on you when you're evil. That's why I don't suspect you 99% of the time. So I'm like, no.
To be fair, these last two, to be fair, these last two games are the first time I've been evil.
Oh, really?
Like I'm not, yeah,
You're
like
doing really,
literally.
really well
I have
then.
not picked up on it at all. Either time that you've been evil. I'm like, usually I'm like, oh, this one might be sus, this person might be sus, and then I'm like, whenever it comes to you, I'm like, oh no, not sus.
Oh, wait, hold on. You can actually, let's see. If you check, let me see. 4 games played. Oh, no, okay. It doesn't tell you your distribution. If you click the little like Wi-Fi symbol, it brings up the player names. And if you click your name, it will tell your record of how many games you've storytelled, how many times you've played, and you can check your win rates.
Ah, I see.
Wait, hang on. I want to look at it.
Yeah.
hang on. Wait, where am I looking?
So the Wi-Fi symbol, and then you just click your own name.
9 games.
Oh.
Wow,
There's
I can't believe
Sino.
I've actually played 9 already. Stars above. How many times did you storytell today? 10.
What's that? I've run 10.
I have a 67% win rate. That's crazy.
Oh, you can see your win rate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you can see my storyteller win rate, which is that 40% of the time evil wins, which means most of the time good is in good hands when I'm storytelling.
I got a 25% win rate. You know, it's doomed.
67% win rate feels like a lot.
That's pretty good.
Well, that kind of jives because if evil or if good has like a 60% win rate and you've been good every time, then like there are more good players.
Yeah,
so
true.
if good wins the majority of the time, then the majority of players should have a majority of wins.
Yeah.
In theory.
Oh man.
Right.
I'm revealed 75% evil win rate. I root for the evil team. Exposed.
It looks like the divine beings favor the evil.
Evil is more fun, you know.
Honestly, I don't like I like being the demon because it's hee hee ha ha funny, but at the same time I don't like being evil because I can't lie.
That has to be good. You're adding an extra like
extra brain cells to have truth my way to victory. The fact I managed as the imp in like the hardest play style for a demon makes me really happy.
You know, for your own benefit, you may want to start using weasel words when you are on the good team, just so that it makes it possible for you to use weasel words on the evil team.
Yeah, that never occurred to me.
Well, maybe it will now.
Maybe I'll think about it. But then you gotta take into consideration, am I too himbo to pull that off?
Well, who could say? Who could say?
They're advanced scraps. Things that come with experience.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah. I really, really enjoy like this Blood on the Clocktower group because 1, it's very, very funny. 2, none of the people I have collabed with in the Blood and Clocktower games with you darlings have been ultra aggressive competitive, so it's actually been very nice. We just have fun with each other, and it's been great. It has been wonderful. I don't have to worry about getting my butt blasted verbally. It's just we just have fun, and that's that.
Whoa, the verbal ass blasting! Holy shit!
Oh my God.
Well, I want to extend a thank you to Mrs. Gray and also a thank you to all of you for bearing with all of the scuff. I hope everybody had
Mrs.
fun.
Gray.
Thank you, Mrs. Gray.
And you were an amazing GM. You did amazingly. So proud.
You're better than Greybuck.
That means I get to play more, right?
I actually agree with that statement. I agree.
I'm happy to keep storytelling, and I promise I will be more judicious with good versus evil games.
Like
Okay.
Roommate says.
Yeah.
Oh, you've only done 4 games. I think you know that outliers at 4 games is pretty common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah.
But it was
I will
lovely,
say,
lovely having all of you as players. Wonderful games.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
I am still looking forward to the game set where I could be an atheist. I'd be like, I'd like to execute God. I want to do that so bad. Like,
We gotta level up,
life
everybody.
goal right now.
Yeah, we're not ready for that set yet.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Put me in, coach.
I want to take on the divine.
I want to play so bad.
I just want to pull the ultimate power play. If there can only be one of us, I wish to execute God.
So epic.
Are you an atheist or are you God himself?
Or are you an atheist, or are you just lying? Because if you're the demon and you just claim atheist, well,
How does atheism work when you are a deity yourself?
you just don't believe any of the others. You're above
Oh, well, there you go.
deities,
There you
you
go.
know?
There you go. I am the only one. There you
You're
go.
the
There
only
can only
deity,
be one.
or you're a deity for another plane. You know, it's not the same thing.
Doesn't count.
Yeah. There's no gods in this realm.
Could you imagine the paradox of a fae going, I'm an atheist, when we are beings that live and sustain ourselves entirely on belief? So we're like, I don't believe I'm real, and we just blip out of existence.
That's the demon star pass.
That's
Zach,
right.
Did you ever have an existential crisis?
Alrighty, well with that, I think ads are probably about to come back, which means I'm gonna raid because everybody hates ads. So I'm gonna raid out.
Probably raid out,
Alright.
yeah.
Are we doing a raid train?
Oh,
Are
up to
we
you.
doing
I'm just
raid
raiding one of my buddies.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just raiding a friend that's playing Split Fiction. So
Oh, I've been meaning to play that one too.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna go
can
back to
put his
playing
name down, but
Overwatch.
feel free
Make
to
sure
raid
you
whoever.
darlings put all of your Twitch channel links into Greybox Blood on the Clocktower Discord, because I'm a slap follows at all of you, and you're not getting away from the love.
Yay.
Get wrecked.
I gotta go do that
Get
too.
wrecked with support.
You don't want this? I'm gonna toss it at you.
Oh, good. Be violent with giving me the means to support you. Heck yeah.